Say what now? Oh, you're muted, bro.
Everybody move like brothers. Everybody shining like the light. There ain't no life like this in the world. It never will be.
What's good, y'all? Sixth element of hip hop. Yes, sir. I'm your host, Reno Noir. We got Stu Dog in the building today and Raw Talk in that place to be. What's good? What's good? Peace, peace, everybody. EGC, salute. Yes, yes, y'all. It is New York. It is New York Comic Con 2024. And I should be there, but I'm not. I'm here with y'all. Oh, we're going to break it down, man. We're going to chop it up. We're going to show you all the goodies and dopeness that is going on there at the con. Because if you couldn't make it and you here with us, we honored. And we're going to share it all with y'all, man. So before we do, man, so I'm going tomorrow. Can't wait. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's yeah, man.
My cousin, and he's there. He's in the booth at with Toy Tokyo because he knows Lev, the owner of Toy Tokyo. They've been friends for over 30 years, so he's over there. He's chilling. He's getting into it. He got this exclusive Sergeant Slaughter O-ring figure. It's crazy.
Yeah, that would be a much welcome piece to the collection right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of collections, though, man, we gonna definitely chop up this bad boy here too. Before we get in, after we do some Comic-Con goodness, we're gonna talk about Absolute Batman #1 because honestly, man, I've been wanting to do this and talk about this book. Yes, we want to talk about this book since it came out. Show those one more time, but those are my favorite. That's my favorite cover of the variants right there. I love it. And guys, it's an amazing book. The story is I found it phenomenal. Like I was blown away. I couldn't get enough. I was reading it in a voice and everything, bro. I was having fun. Yeah, it was dope. We're gonna get into that though for sure. But yeah, man, speaking of collections and collecting, man, we are all collectors here in this piece. And we got G.I. Joe Classified, we got Marvel Legends, we got Star Wars Black Series. They talking about Transformers out there, Stu. They got all kinds of new shit at the con, man. Some dopeness. But Slade said he didn't want to go today because he's got to watch Sixth Element of Hip Hop on Saturdays. Above all, Comic-Con be damned. Yes, sir. And
we appreciate that, Slade. We damn sure do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I would have went, but
you want to do the show?
Of course.
How about that?
I mean, I'm in the Meadowlands selling my wares and stuff like that, but it's not the same. I mean, it's good stuff there. Don't get me wrong. There's cool shit, but it's not the same energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you had the movie stars there, people touting their shows and movies in different halls and stuff, you could be bumping into stars.
Yeah.
That vibe was really big.
It's not like that no more. Celebrities don't be there and shit.
They're celebrities, but it's not the same. The movies are not
celebrities. It ain't like San Diego. San Diego, you'll probably yeah.
Well, New York used to be though.
New York had it too.
New York used to be. Yeah, New York had it. Yeah, they had it, but not like. Yeah,
I remember Raekwon was out there one year.
Yeah, man, it wasn't. It's not the same that way. You have more cosplay and more. You have more.
A lot more cosplay. Features.
Yeah. A lot of artist features, like some great artists, and you can get your book signed and different personalities. But I'm talking about current stars who's in movies like
Right.
that's geared towards comic books and superheroes. So
Right.
it's like that when the superhero movies started going down some, that's when all that started going down. When it was at its height, yo, you couldn't wait to go to Comic-Con because you know you're gonna see somebody from a movie that's coming out in the summer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right. No, I feel that. I mean, that's for sure. But for me, man, like what I'm on right now, I'm all about these toys, y'all. I'm into it. And man, one thing I was super excited about that they did drop on us, man, and I've been waiting on this since they started this classified journey, man. But the mass device, the mass
Yeah, I keep
device,
seeing that, bro. I keep seeing it every time I
bruh.
go on.
Well, guess what? They giving us the polar bear. They giving us the snake eyes with the blue and the purple, the OG mass device from the cartoon, y'all. Yes, I can't wait. I'm super excited about this joint right here, man.
I'm gonna make you guys jelly real quick, but not really jelly, but jelly. I got it.
No,
I got
what? This
I
right
got
here?
that. But I only got it. I got it in the Super 7 one.
Oh, I got you. Okay, Super 7. Yeah,
the Super 7.
yeah, Super 7. Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
for my
dope. Look at that
yes.
polar bear.
Oh, I'm saying, and if y'all don't remember from the cartoon, this is when Snake Eyes did his I call it the Spock, because Stu, you know about Star Trek when Spock had to face the radiation and go in there and sacrifice himself. And and Snake Eyes. That's right. That's right. Snake Eyes did the same thing, sacrificed himself for the Joes, and his hands turned pink and were glowing and shit. And there's that little canister there up next to his head there with the pink bar in it that he'll be carrying. Then, of course, you got the red mass device there. I don't see the blue and yellow. I don't see that. There's three. There's blue, yellow, and red. I just see the red one.
Wait a minute, Reno. There might be other characters.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
With the blue and the yellow.
That's what I'm wondering, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that we'll get some mass device, maybe like a Master Vice Cobra Commander or whatever. Whoever was integral in that episode, man, that would be
blind old guy.
That's what I really want. I wasn't gonna say I didn't want to jinx it, but that's what I'm really hoping, because Super 7 did already give us the blind old guy. Not Super 7. Was it Super 7?
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah,
the reaction. Yeah.
Reaction, the smaller one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, that's happening. Another thing I've been waiting on, man, that I'm excited about that they're finally giving us, play sets. Play sets are here, y'all. There it is in full glory. But
yo,
I know you got the OG, you got the O-ring version of this, right?
Yeah. The battle, well, technically it's like the battle bunker.
Yeah, it is.
They broke it down modular.
Right.
I remember sending linear text. Because I do that, man. I send these guys texts and I let them know. I mean, if they're listening or not, is what it is.
Right.
But I send them a long text. I'm like, look, man, you guys need modular base play sets for people who love dioramas and hooking things up, make their figures.
You gotta do it. Yeah, you're right. You gotta do it.
Shelf.
And look at this. You can stack it. See in the background? You see that? Look in the background. There's two on top of each other. So you can buy as many of these as you want and stack them up. And you know our army builders are going to be out there buying 7, 8 of these, 10 of them and shit, stacking them up, making fortresses and shit. Me, I'm good with one. That's just me. I'm cool. And it comes with a alley viper in like I don't know what you call it, maybe like a blue urban camo.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The urban camo alley viper.
Yep. It comes with maybe like a M60 machine gun. You see on the top, couple ladders, spotlights, sandbags. I don't know what are those, mortars or bazooka? I don't know what those two.
Oh, I think those are the lifts on the for the base. They have the lift. So
yeah, it looks like
they go in the back, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that
the
way they display them is different from what I think that they look like something to lift something up. Maybe not.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong.
They do. And guys, excuse the kind of blurry photos, but remember, this is off of a movie screen at the Comic-Con. So we're bringing this to you guys, straight from the con. This is not yet on the website. You can't find this on Hasbro yet. This is just up and coming shit. And
Viper look hard.
Man, I like it, but for me, I'm not a big repaint guy. Like and it kind of boils down to I'm not rich, so like I can't buy every fucking thing they come out with. And so repaints, like I'm past like Tiger Force, Python Patrol, I'm good on that. Like, I wasn't when I was a little kid, like I guess I thought it was kind of coolish, the Tiger Force, but even as a kid, I was smart enough to be like, this is cheap. They just repainted these fit. Like they come on, man. They trying us. They trying us acting like this is something new.
Yeah.
They really trying to act like this is some new shit. But here we are, and we're in our 40s buying that shit again. But loving every minute of it. This is the retro version of Dr. Mindbender. Now,
see, there you go. That's the one I want.
That's the one I want. But I'll tell you something. I went through a lot to get this one.
It looked like the one. It looked like the one they just put out. It don't look too different.
That's because it ain't. That's because it ain't.
Yeah. You had to give up a lot for that deal.
I went through a lot to get this, and it took me a while to get it. But shout out to Raw Talk for hooking that up. I was super happy to finally get a Mindbender figure. But honestly, the difference is the Cobra symbol on the back of the cape.
Yep.
It's the only difference. Now, I don't know if it's the lighting or the picture, but it looks to me this is a much brighter pinkish, a more fuchsia. Well, here's the actual figure. What am I doing? Here it is in all its live glory, guys. That's the real joint right there. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. It's got the thing on the back. I can't tell if it's a different material. The cape almost looks like a different kind of cloth. This one, you remember, is kind of shiny. But let me get
and the sewing is different. Remember on that one,
stitching,
the stitching is straight down the middle, whereas the other one it's not. So it's the same material. It's just the stitching is different.
Yeah, because you're right. There's a seam right down the middle of the original one right there. But they got to put the Cobra, so they took the seam off
and made them lighter.
Yeah,
it just made it one piece. I mean, I want to dress like Dr. Mindbender. When I hit the lottery,
I'm
gonna live on a submarine and dress like Dr. Mindbender.
With a monocle.
Live on a with a monocle, name himself Captain Nemo. Now, if you look at the boots,
yes, you see,
there's a grayish like stripe around the top.
Yeah, and you can see where it is there on black. So all it did was added a little paint app.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. The bar, the line is on these. It's just not painted.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Focus, bitch.
It's crazy, bro. But if you go online, there'll be people breaking down their Mindbenders and selling the capes for like $50.
Yep.
Yo, my advice for those people: get you a heat transfer and iron it onto the existing one, and you'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Yeah. I mean, if Hasbro was smart, I would sell the capes. I mean, $20 each. Just sell a cape. Right. Just sell a cape for the existing Mindbender. Just sell them. You can't go wrong. You can't beat. And if you listen to Hasbro, there you go. That's how you solve that problem.
There you go.
Bring out those. Drop a bunch of Mindbenders on us and drop a bunch of capes. That's sold separate.
That's it. Yeah, they'll make a mint.
They really would. They really would. Yeah, accessorizing, man. You know, we'd be good. Listen, Gridiron Studios has already proved that there's a huge market in accessories and upgrades and all that shit. I mean, they're making a mint. Talk about a mint. They're making millions over there. Have you seen what they did to the goddamn Stinger? Oh my god!
No, what they do?
It is hard.
Look crazy, man.
Bro, they got big ass wheels, racks on the roof, fucking machine gun added turrets and shit you can put all over it, lights. Bro, you can hook.
So they
even got a thing where you can put an extra axle on the back with an extra part to make it a longer truck. Dog, they're not.
So they pimped it out.
Yo,
so they went to pimp my ride and pimped it out.
Yeah, I at least want the wheels. Yeah, I at least want the wheels, man. At least I need them tires. They're only like $34 for the set of tires. So, but it's like $150, bro, for like the full kit of shit you can put all over the Stinger. And that ain't even all of it. Then there's another $150 worth of other shit you can add to that. So
Yeah, they went full stop craziness.
bananas. But this one I'm happy for. They got Rock and Roll is OG version with the sleeves rolled up, and I mean, I guess the original one had the sleeves rolled up too, but it has like a all green outfit, unlike the original that had the white chest, or like a beigeish chest. His
like a
beard,
shirt, yeah.
yeah, his beard and stuff is more yellow, like the original. Stuff like that. There's just little features and stuff like that. But Rock and Roll is wait, let me see. I think I got
OG
there it is.
throwback.
Wow.
It's dope. I like it.
Can't go wrong with Rock and Roll though. You can't.
Yeah.
Look at leather. Whoa! That's Leatherneck in the background.
Yeah, him and Dollar.
But that's more like he looked like. That's more like the OG. That's like the O-ring version.
Yeah. It is actually.
Now here's Leatherneck.
Yeah.
It's just the knee pads are a little bit different, and maybe his I think that's just about it. Maybe his walkie-talkie on the side or what have you.
Yeah. Nice detail though. I like the paint.
The face sculpt looks more like
Lenny's just making himself over and over again, man.
That looks like Lenny a little bit.
That looks just like him. Hey, well, that's his favorite character, I believe.
Oh, really?
Is his favorite.
That's really him then.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
But there you go. Yeah, and then keeping with the Rock and Roll Leatherneck motif, we got Footloose here, looking like Pedro Pascal over here, looking like the fucking Mandalorian.
Mandalorian and G.I. Joe,
bro. I'm kind of salty about that. I want his helmet to have big ass like maple leaf type leaves on it.
Yeah.
Remember the original in the cartoon? He's got big ass leaves all over his hat. I want to see
Vietnam
that.
era helmet.
Right, Vietnam era helmet, right? This is fucking modern ass shit. So again, we'll hopefully get a retro version, but you never know who they're gonna make retro. Because if I did, brother, I would tell you I would only buy retro. If they were making retro of everybody, that's all I buy. That's all I want. But
yeah, that's all I buy. Yeah.
Now here's a retro bad boy that I'm really down with. Again, a figure, a character we've already bought ad nauseum. Yo, shout out to Legion of Comics. Salute. What's good, my man? Chilling. Welcome to the show. Always glad to have you. And is this guy here, the Viper. So yes, we've had how many Vipers? 100 Vipers they've already given us, but this guy looks just like the original with the big red gloves, the short sleeves, the iconic. Man, I can't wait.
That Viper, that looks like the OG joint.
Machine gun with the suppressor on it.
Right. Nice. Yep. Nice AR with the scope and suppressor.
Yeah, man. They keep teasing a brother to want to come back, but I can't do it, man.
At least if I was you, if I was you, I would at least come back and get the retro card backs and just leave them in the package and put them on my wall. If I were you, that's all I would do.
I can't do.
I don't open my retro card backs. Raw talk. I just put them on the wall. I hang them on the wall.
I had them on the wall. I took them all out and took them. I was like, forget packaging and stuff. I went crazy. And
now you have all the O-rings. So.
Oh yeah, I got all the O-rings, man, and 25th anniversary.
Bro, I would kill for that collection.
Is there any O-ring that has escaped you? That no matter how hard you've tried, you just couldn't find a good one.
Like you have every wave, like from 84 to 89 or whatever.
Even from 82 to I would say 2006. I don't have everything, but I have a lot within those eras.
Right. But do you have all of like 87, 88, 89?
Figures, yeah, but there's vehicles that I don't have.
Right.
But I have the drivers to those vehicles. So
that's my era. If I could get 86, 87, 88, 89, all the figures, that'd be what I would want.
Yeah, I have more. I would say I have 97% of those, what you mentioned, those years. I definitely have all the 82. I have 84, 83. I'm just now really getting complete. So I can have all my first run of 82, first run of 83. 84, I got everything. 85, I got everything. 86, 87. And I think 80% of 88, 89, I have about the same. So I have a ton of shit, man.
Yeah. I would definitely trade my
O-rings.
classifieds for those.
You know what I mean? Because ain't nothing like the O-rings, man. I mean, it's just the space too. And then it just came to me. It's just like, yo, I grew up with the O-rings, and that's what I'm attracted to and connect to. So I'm gonna stick with that. The other stuff looks beautiful. I mean, classifieds is fucking dope. They're dope. I'm not shitting on them. They're fucking dope. They're fucking dope. But I just don't have. I just can't double dip in my mind anymore.
Right. Yeah, too much. Right. Yeah, too much money already. I get you got too much money already invested in the original OG joints than the start. Because when you do you be starting all over.
I got all these vehicles, and then I have some above me. I have some on this side up here. I got the General. I got Hammerhead. I'm just now getting ready.
Is this a walk-in closet that you're in? What is this?
Oh, this is my office area. I'm down in my my basement / movie theater.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have my laundry room off to the side. But this whole L shape that I'm in, it's my office area, man.
I could just see right behind you. I thought that was it. I thought this was like a walk-in closet.
It extends all the way here, down there. It's crazy.
And I got
tons of G.I. Joes and whatnots. Mostly focus on G.I. Joe, man. Mostly.
Yeah. Real.
So, yeah, I have tons of vehicles. I mean,
now one of my favorite characters back in the day, one of my favorite figures. I don't know why, but I just really like the fact that he kind of looked like Jack Flack from that one with Dial Tone.
Dial Tone is tight.
Yeah, I really like Dial Tone. I'm loving the beret and the gloves, and
they really did him justice. He looks
really good. Yeah, definitely. And that backpack opens up. I don't know if you can tell. It's like it opens up, and there's like a laptop inside, keyboard screen, little thing, and then it's hollowed out too, so you can fill it with some shit. But yeah, it's really cool. That's dope.
And it never fails in every iteration of Dial Tone from what he come out in 86, 87?
Yeah.
From that point on, all the dial tones have been designed perfectly.
Yeah.
There has never been an ugly dial tone, period.
Oh wow.
Or flawed dial tone. All of them.
Right.
Even the 25th anniversary is more sought after than anything. Yeah. There's
it made those are really well done. Those 25th. But he was one of my favorite figures. I love the gloves and the beret and shit as a kid. He was really cool looking, and then he's got a lot of features. They give him a cell phone, they give him the listening device and all that shit. He's got a cell phone thing on his belt. He puts the cell phone on. He's got a little adapter for it on top of his rifle. You can see he's got his phone actually in it. He's using it as like, I don't know, a targeting device maybe or something like that. GPS. This is Leatherneck's backpack.
Serious.
That's dope right there.
Serious.
Green bedroll. Yeah, man. I'm digging the two-tone.
You can really tell which characters Lenny and the crew they love.
You can
tell by the detailing.
You can. And then here's a guy that I wasn't I don't think I got as a kid. This is a Saw Viper. I think he came out like after my time, maybe 2000 or 90. I think he's from 1990, if I'm not mistaken.
90, 91, yeah, around that time. 90.
Yeah. And but he looks cool. I think he reminds me of Tripwire with all the extra gear and vests and all that stuff. Looking like a bomb squad guy. For sure. So
and I don't know why they put a buzzsaw at the end of his gun because he didn't need it.
He's a Saw Viper. He's a Saw Viper.
Yeah, but the saw that was like
I'm being sarcastic.
I know. I'm just saying it's just it puzzles me.
He he could have left it because the saw is a real weapon. When I was
Yeah,
in the Marine
saw
Corps,
SAW.
we used to carry that junk. It's a small, it's a
And
gas
that's why they
powered.
call it
Yeah,
the
it's a
saw.
gas
You can
powered
cut
gun.
shit down.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a
You can
gas
cut a
powered gun.
whole damn. You cut it down.
You can't hold it like that. No, you can't hold it like that. You gotta lay it down.
I know what you mean. But
It's heavy.
You gotta
It's
mow it
heavy to
down.
carry. You can't.
Yeah, he holding
You
it.
can't.
Yeah.
It's you ever see the M60? It's got like a tripod, so you got to put it down. You put it down and then you fire it because it's heavy. It's heavy. I can
them
I can
shells
attest
are
to that.
heavy too. In them shells, the when you have to carry them damn shells, man.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll be big, like if he'll be big like a gung ho size. But I don't think so. I'm thinking he's more like Tripwire. But his helmet comes off. He's got a cool face underneath. They didn't show it here, but another guy that I think they should have come out with way long time ago. Should have did 2-pack with his sister. But here he is finally, Xandar. But he should have came out with Zorana a long time ago, but here we are. The chest, the vest thing comes off so that you can have his original shirtless look. And Lenny said that there's like paint apps, you know, the tattoos that he normally had, the red lightning bolts that he has on his chest are there. So he said you can take the vest off and rock him OG style, which of course that's what I'll do because I want all the guys to look as retro as possible.
But the colors are off to me, but
yeah,
definitely off. Is this a more modern version, of course?
You definitely know who he is. You can see the face, you see the tattoos and the hair and the handkerchief or whatever. That to me what sets it off. From like the neck up, I know that's Xandar.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
And him and Zorana are supposed to be what? For fraternal twins or some shit like
twins,
that?
Yeah, they're twins.
Yeah, they're twins.
Now some of the characters that they did not make yet, name only reveals that we're really excited about. Raw Talk's favorite character of the OG, that's Crystal Ball. He is Vincent Price himself, the Cobra interrogator. And when I was a kid, I was like, that's Vincent Price, bitch. That's Vincent Price.
I have him somewhere over here. Yes, he's
chilling.
He's chilling in the I forgot what they call this.
Now I'm gonna show you guys the video. There you go. He's chilling in the. There he is. Hold on. Let me blow that. Hold on. There you go. Show it again.
This is my guy.
There he is with his furry collar.
Yeah.
Poly walnuts wings.
Vincent Price.
Word is bond.
That's exactly what he looks like.
And they name revealed Darklon. This is not a guy you would know from the 80s cartoon, but it's a character I definitely am happy they're doing because I think he's really cool. It's Destro's brother, I think.
No, it's his cousin. Psychotic cousin.
Yeah, he's bananas, bro. He's in the comics and he's an absolute fucking nutcase. Weapon wielding violent motherfucker.
I mean, anybody with grenades, anybody with about a dozen grenades on their ankle, right leg, on their above below their knee. I mean, they ain't wrapped too tight.
Nah,
they're not wrapped too tight. So he is and I believe he has to do with the Iron Grenadiers. Am I right?
Yeah, around there. You know,
he has his own arms dealing company, right? He competes with Destro, kind of.
Yeah, it's a jealousy thing.
Yeah, the Darklonian, or what's this called? Darklonia, the place that he's from.
Like in a comic, he's like a political leader, but / tyrant. Yo, this dude is. I can't wait for next month. They drop that G.I. Joe. It's gonna be crazy, man.
And another name reveal, which they're doing the version 4 of Snake Eyes. I'm kind of pissed about this. I'll tell you why. Because I feel like they're skipping version 3. The butterfly swords on the chest, the 3-piece staff. Where the fuck is he at? That's my guy.
Sectional staff.
Word.
They might drop him with a Ninja Force. They might drop him later on as a Ninja Force figure.
Yeah, I don't know, because
Yeah,
that's
Let's
my
see that.
like the original Snake Eyes, and then that Snake Eyes for me. Now I don't mean original. I
Yeah.
mean
not Commando Snake Eyes. You're talking about the second version
the one with
Timber.
the Geordie visor,
Yeah, with Timber. Yep, yep,
right?
yep.
With Timber, yeah.
Mhm.
That
That's the
one is my
version.
favorite.
That's the version that everybody likes. That's the version of
Yeah,
Snake Eyes everybody goes crazy for.
Yeah.
but my age that I was at was just right for version 3 with the butterfly swords on his chest and the 3-section staff. Like right when he came out, I was just at the perfect age. Like I was like, that was my dude right there. So I would love to see that come out in classified, and would be great too. And plenty of shit to chrome out on that one too, because he had some chrome. He was definitely, them swords were chrome and shit. And he was a dope looking dude. This Snake Eyes, I version 4, I wasn't really there for this. I don't remember this
No,
as
I
a
don't remember
kid.
that one
He was
either.
pretty dope. I mean,
Must
Yeah, I
he
have
don't
was
been the
remember that one
basically
90s.
a
either.
Ninja Force Commando. He was like a Ninja Force Commando.
Okay. And if
Yeah, I
you
don't remember
notice,
that Snake Eyes.
right, if you notice to the right in the background, that's the snake, the Storm Shadow that they first put out with classified that I skipped and I don't even own because I was pissed off. I was like, why
Is that
you gonna do a Storm Shadow and it's that motherfucker that I don't even remember?
is that the Arctic one? Arctic
Yeah,
They
missions?
call it the Arctic. They call it, but
that's what
he's
they
supposed to
called
be
it.
Ninja Force.
Ninja Force.
They messed
It was
up on
like
that.
1990 or 91. Yeah, it was the early 90s when they did this.
Yeah.
Ninja Force 90, 91, something like that. And I was already out of G.I. Joe. The last year I really bought anything from G.I. Joe was 89. So I don't any characters from 90 on I don't know about, and I don't care if they make or not, because I could just assume take them or leave them. The reason I fuck with classified is because they look like this. They look like the joints from when I was a kid. That's what I'm fucking with.
That motherfucker right there look tight. I don't care.
Yeah,
That,
that look tight. Snake
that's
Eyes.
crazy
Hold on.
right there.
They even got him with red hands so he could be irradiated.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
You can't escape this shit.
That's definitely Lenny.
Well, yeah, that's his favorite
Y'all
dude. So
stupid.
yeah, he gonna make it after him.
Yeah, that's
Y'all
definitely Lenny.
It's Andor.
Yeah. Let me see. I know I got a dope bit of footage for you. Hold on. All right. Man, I should have had this open already. But yeah, Comic-Con is not as eventful or as exciting or as full of shit to really get into as it has been in previous years. Raw Talk is right about that, but we do have some cool shit. Don't get me wrong. We've got all the announcements from anime.
We get a lot of reveals on there. Yeah, we get a lot of reveals at Comic-Con for that reason. I mean, like you said, it's not what it used to be, but our generation's gotten older, and let's say you're in your 20s, or your early 30s. We went. Some people went multiple years for years, and then now they're like in their 40s and their 50s. Some people in their 60s. They're like, well, that's 3 generations. So some people, they just like, look, I did it. I don't need to go. So now it's up to millennials, late millennials, and Gen Z. You guys got to start going, filling these Comic-Cons up. Showing up.
Yeah.
Your idols.
Did this go full screen?
Not yet, no.
What does it look like?
We're on the side, and it's in the
it's
middle. You can see it from where I'm at. It's good. It's good.
Okay, is it?
Actually, anybody out there in the chat, let us know what it looks like. What you guys got?
I got it. Let me look at it. I'll pull it up here. All right, cool. That's what's up. All right, so yeah, so let me know if y'all can hear it.
With the Ecto New Jersey and the Ecto 15.
So the big HasLab for Hasbro Pulse right now is the Ecto 1. It's gonna be fully kitted out, Ghostbusters, machine mobile. And they're gonna of course have the figures as the tiers and whatnot. And you know, if you're a big Ghostbusters fan, I guess this is awesome for you. For me, it does nothing. I couldn't care less. I don't want a fucking Ecto one. That's just me. Hey, listen, not knocking it at all. It's just not for me. This is a lot of people love Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
And I
Ghostbusters. I like
love
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
I just don't
love the
collect.
movie.
I just don't collect. Yeah, I don't collect anything from Ghostbusters.
Right.
I love Ghostbusters. I'm a big fan.
Right.
I've always been a huge fan.
Big fan of the movie.
I just don't collect any of the merch. Yeah, I just don't collect any
Right.
of the merch. I own the movies. I own them on Blu-ray. I own them on DVD. Yeah.
Right.
But that's about all. You when they bring out a 4K version, I buy that too. But that's the most support, you know, media wise or anything like that. I give the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I just.
Oh wow, look at the detail.
Oh, that's hard.
Wow. Remember, guys, this is HasLab, so it's not just a toy. It's full on electronics, full on detail, full scale,
full collectible.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Look at the detail, man. Look at that. Even got that little seat right there. Damn.
Yeah. It's really well made.
Engine in it. Oh.
Yeah, what scale is this?
I think it's 375 if I'm not mistaken, but it might be bigger. It might be like 6-inch. We'll see in a second. I'll see when they show the figures. If it's 6-inch,
I hope they was doing O-ring Ghostbusters, and I'm
right. I think it's the O-ring Ghostbusters. If I'm not, that's what I think. I think it's the 375 Ghostbusters, but we'll see. I know the tiers. So they give you there you go. You get the Ghost, you get Slimer.
Okay.
You get that's the librarian. The librarian Ghost.
Librarian
Ghost. Right. Oh wow, that'd be cool if you got the
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty, right?
For part 2. It's like yo love.
Lifting me high. Oh, they got electronics to this.
Oh yeah, it's full on LED. You know that.
Look at that.
Oh wow, you can swap it out and make it old school.
Swap it.
Oh wow, look at that.
Well, you can put
guys why are they walking in front of the camera? So how many guys are walking in front of the fucking camera?
Everybody.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Yo, so they give you version 1 and 2.
And 2.
Movie 1 and 2. Okay.
Movie 1, there's movie 2.
Sick.
I can't believe there's 7 people. But yeah, that's it. That's what it is, isn't it, bro? It's 1 and 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, deluxe model, 35th anniversary.
Yeah, because the top was different in 1.
Fully loaded Ecto 1A, and then there's the swap out. Boom, you put on the white walls or whatever. Boom, throw on the different roof with the LED. That's part 2, I guess. With the we're back LED.
That's dope.
Oh wow, it changes. The LED. One says Ghostbuster, but okay. One says Ghostbuster, one says we're back.
Yep. That's part 2. Yeah, that's awesome.
Now here's the figures.
Oh shit.
Let me see if they give us a scale. Those are pretty cool looking.
Those are 6-inch scale. They look.
You think?
I think so.
The joints remind me of 6-inch, but I don't know. The detail makes me think 375. Honestly, let me hang on. I think somebody just popped in. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. My bad. I thought somebody just popped in. Bob. So there's Egon. I don't know. To me, the detail, the faces look 375, but man, they could be 6-inch.
Yeah, these are renders too. So
right.
Yeah, they look like 6-inch, or it can be the scale, the Star Wars scale. That's 4-inch. It could be 4-inch too.
Oh, the Rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scale too.
That's what it looks like.
Really. Moranis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. 12,000 backers by December 2nd. Not giving much time. They're okay.
With this HasLab and might just go in with this shit, man.
So here's the base model. That's the first thing you get. I think a tier gives you the Ecto 2.
I might break my rule of not doing the HasLab and just get the Ghostbusters, bro.
See, I was like, this ain't
it'd be
me.
worth it.
I'm not with it, but here Raw Talk wants to get it. So listen, people are gonna love this. Yeah, this is the deluxe
you can't
model,
go wrong.
bro. Look at the difference in the base and deluxe models.
Yeah,
That's a huge jump.
Yeah.
That's the
now
base.
it'd be special if they give us the original, the first version uniforms and those uniforms.
Yeah, these dark uniforms, I'm not a fan. I don't know why they did that. What is that?
That was didn't they have that in 2? Yeah, they had them in 2.
Didn't you?
forgot
I
what
thought they
part
were khaki. I thought they were always khaki.
They had them in 2 at a certain point. I think it was in the house. They
What?
didn't take them outside. That's their base, and then they put on the khakis. That was their stuff under the big khaki things, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I'll take your word for it because I don't know. I don't know.
I believe that's what it was, if I remember correctly. They had
All right, so
underclothes.
Here's our prices: $324 for the base, and extra what? So $399 for the deluxe. That's not a. That's a
deluxe.
Yeah, might as well spend an extra what? $70. Yeah, $75. It's not a little bit. That's a lot. 75 is a lot, but if you already spending $324, bro.
Yeah, just add the like
So
fuck
just drop in the bucket. So drop in the bucket, spend another $70.
Look at them outside doing the promo with both vehicles
at the fireplace.
Yes,
at the real place, and that's a real place
in New York City.
Yep.
We're all very excited for you to see what you just saw. Thank you so much for bearing with us the last few months.
Boom.
40th and 35th anniversary. Schematics and all. Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, whoa.
All right, look how big it is. Whoa.
That's 6 inch, bro.
Dimensions.
That's 6 inch.
Point. Go back.
That's 6 inch, bro.
That's 6 inch.
9 point. What did it say? 9.25.
Oh, I'm over here bugging out right now, man.
Yo, that thing is huge.
Cause I sold all my
Where the fuck is it?
I had an Ecto 1 from the previous line they had, and I had all the figures.
22 inches long.
2.5 inches long and 8.25
wide. And it's 9 inches high.
Yep.
Yeah.
There he is. That I mean that's 6 inch.
Wow. Wow.
That's huge, bro.
It's available on Impulse right now. You can get it on Pulse right now. You can back it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna drop
That's
that
huge,
on Friday this week coming. I'm gonna have to
I had to get that. I gotta get that. I had to get that Dragonfly and that Rattler.
Yeah, man.
And they got a new Sentinel about to show y'all too. It's not a HasLab. Sadly, I really wish I didn't miss that HasLab, that Sentinel HasLab. I really wish that I was on point when that Sentinel came out and then when that Galactus came out, because I missed both of those because I was not on point. I didn't understand the hobby yet. I didn't know where I was gonna go yet. I only had like 2 shelves at the time, and I wasn't fully there yet, and I didn't understand how pre-orders were. I didn't understand the aftermarket, and if you miss the pre-order, you're never gonna get it unless you want to pay $800, and I'm not paying $800 to some asshole for Galactus. I'm sorry, it was $300 new. I missed it.
So if they do it again, Ghostbusters, fuck that. I think I'm just gonna get it. Like fuck it.
Yeah, because if not, you're gonna regret it, and then you're gonna have to go to Scalper Island, and you don't want to go to Scalper Island.
Exactly.
Yeah,
man, I ain't with it.
Look, yeah, I gotta get it because of him. Yo, that's my
early bird. That's early bird special. If you want Rick Moranis, you got to get him 2 weeks.
I'm dropping him Friday. I'm dropping the money on Friday. That's it. I gotta get it.
You ain't even got to drop the money right now. All you got to go do is go pledge. Right now, you can pre-order it on Hasbro Pulse, and then they charge your card when at the end of the backing.
Right. Hold on.
Yeah, at the end of the backing. So you know, a couple weeks from now or a month, whatever. So yeah, it's a HasLab. Yeah, you can back it right now, y'all, for no money down. So go check that out. Here we go with the Joe shit. Now she said something at the beginning of this. She said something at the beginning. Hold on, let me see what she said.
Damn, it's almost half back. This Ghostbusters, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, Ghost people love Ghostbusters, bro.
Love.
They have like they have whole clubs.
Oh yeah, I
They have a
know.
Ghostbusters
There's a few
club,
guys
like
I know that go
nationwide.
full on Ghostbusters. A guy I know, he
Yeah,
has
they
his
got
whole car
nationwide.
decked
Yeah.
out like the joint. Yeah.
I seen some guys on YouTube. They built the Echo One, and when
Yeah.
they go to the conventions, they drive that joint there. I said, "Yo, that's
Out there in,
insane, man."
whenever they have in Baltimore, there's a con. I forgot what it's called. At the bag somewhere. Hold on, let me look. TF Con. TF Con. And a guy I know, he's fully decked out in Ghostbusters gear. His car, his daily drive is hooked up like the Ecto One and everything. I'm like, yo. His name is Trans Aaron. He's pretty cool dude.
That's right, Render Reveals. We didn't realize how much people liked Render Reveals until we missed them. So first up, we have Footloose.
Oh, that's Emily.
All right, let me hear what she's saying right now.
Uh-oh.
So we promise to be as transparent as we possibly can about how this will affect you. That sounds fair, given the circumstances. Right, so
Oh, unexpected shifts in production. Many of 2025 GI Joe product shipments will be delayed.
What did
We're
I tell
working
you
hard
guys?
to minimize the delay and keep you updated. Yeah, you called it. You called it.
They're shifting from China, man, because shit is going down. So they're trying
They
to move
have
South
to.
America. Yeah.
Listen, they have to. I'm gonna tell you why. For all you people out there who want to vote for Trump and Vance, that's why. Because if Trump wins the presidency, he said he's going to put a tariff on everything that comes out of China, and that means you're going to pay more for it.
It means we're
And
going
that
to
means
war.
we're going to get less stuff from there. That means that we're going to get less stuff from them. That means we're going to get more. The economy is going to skyrocket, so inflation is going to go up.
Well,
And these companies, they're going to have to try to survive. So they're preparing for the worst.
Guys,
They're
careful.
preparing for the worst. They're just
Yeah.
preparing for the worst. That's all. It's the same. It's the same thing. Like when Walmart bought the biggest distributor of DVDs and Blu-rays in the country,
Yeah.
and then Best Buy and Target panicked and just stopped selling physical media because they were like, "Oh well, we're just not gonna sell anymore." But I'm pretty sure Walmart was like, "Y'all can operate however you want. We still getting all that money no matter what." And they panicked. They just panicked and stopped selling physical media because of it. They didn't have to, but it's just a future move. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
As
toy
long as I
game.
get my product, that's all I care about. I only care about getting my product. I don't give a damn about nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, so they talking about building them. Yeah, you're right, Stu. Now this is crazy. So here they're doing the goddamn firemen. The 60th anniversary figures. I guess a lot of people
That's
like them
based
for
off
some
of
reason.
Action Man. That's based off of Action Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
based
is.
off of Action Man, the old GI Joe, and it's like
It's dope. I like it.
my problem with it, which it's very minor problem, is I feel like, and it's my same problem with some of the characters that they made up for classified and stuff like that. Like I feel like it takes place of them making a product or a character that we need from the original line. Like it's gonna take them a long time to get all the characters that we need out. Like look how long just to get fucking Zarana's brother. Like we haven't completed Dreadnoks and certain shit. It's just like, come on. Why are we doing this yet? Like this is for after everything that we've, once we're done with all the Joe characters, then we start jumping the shark and doing shit like this.
Now, remember, now what I want to point out is they doing this because they're using a certain mold. If you look at a lot of the stuff that's there, they already did already. Look, you know that toxic zombie viper thing?
Yeah.
That's the body for this guy. That's basically repainted. That's the body.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're using the mold in different distinct ways, which don't blame them. Yeah, he's dope.
Right. This is the what you call it, the
Huge success.
hang on, let me move that real quick.
G.I. Joe. So
Yeah.
our only legacy collection.
And the heads they got there are gotta be from the swim guys. The black guys gotta be the swimmer.
Yeah. Yeah. And this dude, I feel like, is fucking hit and run.
Yeah.
Like, where's Hit and Run already, man? That's Hit and Run was one of my favorite figures as a kid, and I really hope they do Hit and Run soon. But when they made this, it made me discouraged because I'm like, damn, now they ain't gonna just make Hit and Run for a while. It's like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
The parachute's cool, but it's not even big enough to fly one of these guys. This ain't gonna stop this heavy ass piece of plastic from falling.
Did you try it yet, Reno?
Yeah,
You gotta try it.
You know I tried it. You know I tried it.
That's what's up, bro.
You already know.
That's what's up.
But but the backpack is dope. I like that it opens up and the parachute fits inside of it and all that. That's cool. And he's got all the cool super detail and stuff like that. But he doesn't have a whole lot more than a regular classified would have, other than the parachute itself. But here's the parachute. This is how big it opens up. It's not big enough. This would work on a 375.
Okay.
100%. I think this is what I always wanted as a kid. Like, because as a kid, I would buy those little ones out of the gumball machine, the little plastic dudes that had the little plastic parachutes. We would buy those, and I would attach those to my GI Joes. But of course, they weren't really strong enough.
Because how heavy is that fabric? Because that makes a difference. Because the real parachute,
this is real parachute fabric.
Super thin and it's flexible.
This is real parachute fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's real parachute fabric. Which I thought was cool. And it does, like I said, it works. It's just for scale. It's even got a hole in the top. Like it's functional as fuck. Like you can fly. Like I flew like a little, like put a nail on it or something heavy, like a little weight and shit in it, and it works. It's cool.
Okay.
But I can't really display it or
it's supposed to be
demonstrate it
more huge because of the classified. That's
you're
right. The scale is off. It's off.
Come on. Think about it. If you're a human being, think how much bigger a parachute is if you were that big. It would be massive.
Huge.
They're huge. But for a 375, I think it could definitely work. But the reason I really bought this guy was for the parachute, 100%, because I wanted the parachute for when I get the Dragonfly. A couple of them characters got crazy legs, because the original picture, the crazy legs picture is he's holding his parachute and he's coming down. And that's the artwork rather from the old Crazy Legs. And I thought, man, I need a parachute for that dude. That would be hard. Yo, shout out to Mr. DC Comics. What up? Peace. Angelo Bolano, salute.
Peace to everybody.
Yes, sir. Just about the whole Action Man comic series. That's hard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that series is dope.
Speaking of Action Man,
see if they got any more goodness though, real quick. Here we go. Add this to the stage. First responders. Now, I mean, New York firefighters, I get it. It's a good fit for the show, but look, they got that's Ripper's claw.
Yeah, the Jaws of Life.
Ripper's Jaws of Life. That's Ripper's Jaws of Life. It's just got an orange paint job on the motor part, but it's the same. I looked at it. It's the same fucking same toy. So they reused that. That's pretty cool. I thought that was kind of neat. Give some legitimacy to Rippers. And then there's a looks like an Asian head actually, and then a black head. So there's a black head and a if not Caucasian, Asian head.
Yeah.
So you can have multiple firemen running around if you so choose. Now we hop into the mess.
But this is insane. So that's right. That's a polar bear.
Big oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Yeah, that polar bear.
The
Shit.
actual that Ben wrote me instead of just me going, wow, polar bear.
Super articulate. The polar bear's got like 1, 2, 3, like what? Probably 15 points of articulation.
He's dope.
Items that will contain the max device elements for you to assemble.
Oh, he's got a bear trap. Look at that. The bear trap at the top with the chain on it.
Yeah.
That's a bear trap. That's a bear trap. I see that with the circle with the ring. I couldn't figure out what that was before. If it was a leash or what. He's got the pump. Looks like that's a shotgun.
Oh,
I can't.
it's
No, that's
actually
the
a
OG
dart.
rifle. Oh, this is the dart gun. Okay.
To see the back of the bear, the piece.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The darts that's in the bear.
Yeah.
Next to the head.
Right. Yep. The dart piece right here. It's like a little headpiece you could add on to it. Or I think is that a headpiece?
No, that's for the. I think it's for the back.
Or like his back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put it on his back.
Here comes with the radioactive crystals that make him and his hands glow. The hands seen here are actually clear plastic to emulate the glow from exposure in the old TV episode. This is also the reveal for the polar bear into that back at San Diego Comic-Con. That was like a really long time ago. We've all kind of forgotten about it now. But it came to this. So if you look
Okay.
at his left shoulder, you can also see that you can swap the
Oh. So on his shoulder, you can barely see it. There's a small outline just right here around his shoulder, and a little piece pops out, and you can stick this piece in, and it's got like a dart sticking out of it. Can y'all see my cursor?
No, tranquilizer. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Can you see my cursor, my arrow?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Or an arrow. There's also but you're going to have to wait for Liddy to show you that when we officially reveal the product next year.
I like the scar on the eye. He's got the one eye with the white with no pupil in it. That's dope from the cartoon. I love it.
That's insane.
I can see him and Timber getting into a beef now.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of things that are magical and never ending, let's talk about our pre-orders that are going to be launching on the 22nd. Is that a Monday or a Tuesday?
All right, y'all.
Tuesday.
Set my calendar right now.
Yeah, you better.
Tuesday, y'all. Get your pre-order on.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna give you a price or no? Gonna give you a price or no?
Is the first official reveal of retro Craig rock and roll McConnell looking snazzy in his OG green shirt uniform.
Hell yeah. I wonder when they're gonna go online with the pre-orders. I'll set it for 10 a.m. I don't know.
They need to get Flash, Zap, and what you call it done. Get them guys going.
Hell yeah, bro. Those OG guys, yeah.
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 See, those are before my time too. I wasn't really.
Flash and Zap.
Yeah, even rock and roll.
They came out.
Even rock and roll.
Rock and roll was in the original
Wave 1. Yeah,
the original.
He was in Wave 1. He was part of the original. He was part of the original 13. Yeah, he was part of them.
That's right. So I know, you know that.
Grand Slam. You got to get Grand Slam. They got to do it, man. Yeah.
There we go.
They got to do even the original General. I mean, he's not General Hawk. He's Missile Commander Hawk.
Oh, right.
You got Rock and Roll, Grunt.
Yeah.
Short Fuse. Steeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to do the and Zap. Yeah, they got to do the originals, man. Get them out the way, man.
They're peppering them in, like they're peppering them in the originals. We got Rock and Roll already. We got Grunt. We got Doc. Well, Doc's not an original. Is he? No.
Nah, he's the second wave.
Second wave.
Doc was second wave. Yeah.
Yeah. What about we got Stalker. We got Airborne.
Airborne is second wave.
Tripwire second wave too.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tracker. with the vamp. That's
No,
probably
you want me to run them down? I'll run them down for you real quick.
what? Who the classified that they've put out already?
Oh, you mean that you got out because you only
Yeah.
have,
What I'm saying, what classified's done so far from the original 13? Stalker,
they did Breaker.
Stalker,
was the original.
Breaker. Yeah,
Yeah,
Stalker,
Breaker's
Breaker,
original.
Grunt,
Yeah.
Rock and
Stalker.
Roll.
It
sorry.
was
Stalker, Breaker,
I'm trying to
Grunt,
remember the
Rock and
first-
Roll,
And Clutch.
and Clutch. So that's
Clutch,
5.
Yeah.
Stalker, Breaker,
And
yeah,
Snake Eye. Yeah, Snake Eye.
and the first Snake Eyes. Yep. So that's 6.
First Snake Eyes, yeah.
Yeah, so they
Don't forget
need to
Cobra Commander, the Cobra
Commander.
Troopers,
and
Yeah,
Cobra
yeah,
Trooper,
yeah.
Yeah.
Destro, Baroness, and Major Blood.
Well, those were wave 2.
Yeah, that was part of Wade. That was part of
Destro and Baroness.
Major Blood technically is
Major Blood might be original.
he's original, but a mail-in. He was a mailer.
Oh, because he was he was a special.
He wasn't
figure.
original.
He had
Him
a
and
straight
Cobra
arm.
Commander, him and Cobra Commander was mail-aways.
Mail in, right? They were
Yeah.
mail in, right?
And don't forget the Sergeant Savage and his Screaming Eagles.
Screaming Eagles.
Don't forget those.
That Viper looked crazy though.
When did they come out? Sergeant Slaughter and the Screaming Eagles.
No, Sergeant Savage.
Sergeant Savage.
Sergeant Savage.
Oh,
Yeah,
when
so
did
They
they
came
come
out like
The 83.
94, 90. I want to say between like 94,
So
Yeah.
Sergeant Savage.
94, 97, and Screaming
Oh.
Eagles.
Hold on.
Oh,
They were later. They were
I don't know
way later.
nothing about them. Yeah, I don't know nothing about
Oh,
them.
the comic
They
was
were
old.
way later.
Yeah, DC Comics.
Mm.
They were in DC Comics. Sergeant Savage, Screaming Eagles.
Yeah, they were way later.
But far as the original ones was in the comics.
Okay, this is what I wanted you to hear, bro.
All right. Yeah.
Listen what you say about it.
All I can say is that this isn't your classic crystal ball. The team had really taken his character in an amazing direction, and I actually have seen a model of this, and he does look incredible, even for.
So she said that they've taken him in an amazing direction, and that she's seen a model of him, and that he looks incredible, but that he's going to be, a little different than the original. So I don't know how different they're talking. For me, and I don't know, he's your favorite, but for me, he's got to have the furry collar. He's got to have the wings on his hair. He's got to have the widow's peak and the fucking Vincent Price fucking face and mustache. As long as he's got that, and then some sort of, his shield with the thing, I don't give a fuck what they did the rest of them.
You know what I think they're gonna do with him? They're gonna save this one for their retro. They're definitely gonna do the retro, but I think they're gonna give him longer hair, a longer beard. Like they're gonna make him look, and he's gonna have a fur-long, like a trench coat or some shit like that. I guarantee it's gonna be something to that effect, and he'll be more modernized with some type of device type thing to emulate.
That sounds terrible, bro. What do you think?
Terrible.
Okay. I ain't okay. Cause
I ain't a fan of that.
Yeah. I know you, because I know you're one that you see people that collect G.I. Joe and have all the different G.I. Joes and have all this shit, they want some new shit. But for me, who's someone who hasn't been collecting G.I. Joe since I was a little kid, I'm looking for that shit that looks like the original shit.
Yes, sir.
But y'all like, we already got that. We want something new. So like, I get the balance, but
I don't mind a modernization of it. I mean, as long as it's done with
it's got to keep some iconic. It's got to keep some iconography, right?
Yeah, you have to have some in it to mix in and make it make sense.
Like for me, the only thing he needs, he's got to have the fucking Vincent Price face and the furry collar. That's it. Whatever else you want to do, you could do. But that's the iconic Crystal Ball look. If you give him a long hair, a beard, I don't recognize him. So I don't care that you named him Crystal Ball. That's my thing with the modernizations. When they completely change the figure and he doesn't look like the original figure anymore, who cares that you named him that? That's not who it is. I can look at it and that's not who the fuck it is. You telling me that's who it is, don't make him that.
True. It'd be dope if they made him a deluxe and gave that extra head.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that would make more sense to me.
That'd be great. As long as they give me that OG look. But like you said, they're probably gonna milk that retro money.
Yeah, man.
Oh, they got to. They got to milk that retro money.
Milk that retro money.
So I think people all be very.
Okay, so listen what she says.
Including Crystal Ball, who is one of my favorite characters. So all I can say is that this isn't your classic Crystal Ball. The team have really taken his character in an amazing direction, and from the note, I actually have seen a model of this, and he does look incredible, even for people who are not a fan of his original figure. So I think you will all be very pleased with it. So it's really going to be something that you need in your classified collection.
And that leads me to believe that they changed the Vincent Price look, because I remember back in the 80s, that was everyone's complaint. That's what people didn't like. They're like, what is this? That's Vincent Price. Like, he's weird. Like, that's like, what the fuck? That's not like you liked it. I know a lot of people did. I didn't have a problem. Like, for me, it was fine. But he did remind me of like an old man, like an old Vincent Price dude. And you know, if you were a young kid in the 80s, if it ain't a ninja or a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, but here we go with Snake Eyes version 4. And there is the Storm Shadow Arctic that they called Arctic Storm Shadow, is actually Ninja Force, like you said. And that is the first Storm Shadow that Classified put out. He's got mostly black. He's got these little white snowflakes or flecks or leopard spots, whatever they are, I don't know, coming down, and the accent. He kind of looks cool there. And you know, had that been around or in the cartoon, or had they made that toy in the 80s, I would have had no problem with that. But when that came out in Classified, I was kind of miffed. I was like, really, like, you know, such an iconic character as Storm Shadow, and you're not going to give us either version 1 or 2, the two real iconic ones. And now finally they gave us version 1, which is phenomenal. The Classified version 1 Storm Shadow is so dope. I had to buy 2, 1 to keep in the package. But version 2, which is my favorite G.I. Joe figure, period, of all G.I. Joe figures ever back in the 80s. That was my favorite figure. Version 2, Storm Shadow, the hood, the gray camo. That was my favorite character and everything. So
you didn't get that one?
I was very critical. Well, they got him. He's not out yet. They haven't delivered him yet.
He's on. I seen some people with him.
Well, yeah, in other countries, you know, everybody gets them before us. Canada been had them.
Yeah, you're right.
Every country gets these things before we do. I don't understand it, but the American hero is the last one to come to America. We the last one to get them, so I don't get it. But the version,
like, if you think about it,
though, I was gonna wrap it up real quick. I don't like, he doesn't look as much like the original one. I don't know why they didn't, because the hood was very specifically a certain shape. It was specifically not a tight hood. That was what was iconic about it. It had this bowed out, almost like a hoodie sweatshirt look to it. It was a hood over the mask, like his normal ninja mask, and then he had a hood over that. And that's how it should look. This one, it's there, but the hood doesn't have that iconic shape to it. And I don't know if they played with that design and maybe couldn't get it right, and maybe that's why, but a little let down. And then he's got this big ass cummerbund belt around, with these huge pocket pads that are belt thing, because he, on the original figure, he had a little belt of pockets around, but it was so small that it was embedded into the mold of the chest piece, and it was really thin and small. Didn't stick out at all. You had to really know it was there. Now it's almost like he's wearing a fucking big ass bulletproof vest. Like, it's super cumbersome. So I have to take it off. But yeah, so my bad, Stu, go ahead, but not a super fan of my
armor, samurai armor.
No, I was just going to expand what you're saying about us getting stuff. You know, like when we came out, when G.I. Joe first came out, because I'm sitting here thinking about it, we only got like 11 figures. It was only like 11 or 12 figures that came out, and they released them by years. So like, we didn't even get the cartoon until what, 83 or 84?
Yeah.
And that, That's when they released more.
You were on G.I. Joe before the
when
cartoon
I
came
remember
out.
we first started. Yeah,
I
because the
remember you
first figures
telling me
we
that
got,
y'all seen them in the store and shit when they first came out.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
original
yeah,
ones.
and
Like
we didn't know what
I was way
when we
young.
seen them in the store, we was like, what the hell are these? There was
Right.
matter of fact,
That's
it was a
crazy.
Clover's. There was an Acme across the street from where I lived, and it was a Clover's. And we used to always go over to the toy section just to see what they had. And we went in there, they had G.I. Joe. We were like, holy crap, what are these? And we were blown away. Back then they were only like $2. They were like
Yeah.
they were like $2.
It stayed $2 all through the 80s.
Yeah,
They were $2 in the 89. They were still $2.89.
yeah, they were like
still
$2.50. And the original ones that came out, because I remember we had the only Cobra ones that came out in that first wave was the Cobra Officer and the Cobra Trooper. The rest of them were Joes. And it was Breaker, Stalker, Snake Eyes, Flash, Rock and Roll, and the guy that carried the bazooka. I forget his name.
Bazooka?
Zach.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Because I remember we went and we just kept going over there. Like I kept swindling my mom out of money, doing chores around the house. We went and bought all of them. There were only 11 of them. And at $2.50, my mother gave me $5. I went and got 2 of them. I spent my whole $5 in that piece. Had tax and everything. And this is what really got us when the second wave came out in 83. That's when we got Cobra Commander, Destro, and Major Blood.
Shadow.
Storm Shadow didn't come in that second one.
Yeah.
He didn't come until 84. We didn't get Storm Shadow until 84 because he dropped with the Baroness. I'm gonna tell you why I remember. I remember this. I'm gonna tell you why, Reno. I remember this. I'm positive. Hold on, let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, Reno.
I take your word for it.
Because the dopest character we thought was the dopest character. There was 2 characters we thought was super dope. One was the Cobra Saboteur and Duke. We was hard on them 2. And Spirit. And then
Firefly
they came out
before. Before Firefly was before Storm Shadow?
He came on that same wave. And that wave in 84, you had, listen, I remember that wave. It was Baroness, it was 84. Barbecue, Duke, Cobra Saboteur, you had Mutton Junkyard, because I remember they were dope because he came with a dog. We was like, oh, he came with a dog. Wakando, the guy, who's the Halo jumper, the guy that jumped out the plane. Ripcord, Roadblock, because they had a brother. Another brother came in the way. We was Spirit, Scrap Iron, and Storm Shadow. And Scrap Iron we like because he came with a bunch of stuff too. We was like, like, who is this dude?
There you go, Reno.
Yeah, they came out 84. I remember. I'll never forget that wave. I never forget that wave, and only because the Baroness. Only reason why I remember that one so 84 is because you had the Baroness, Duke, and the Cobra Saboteur, and the Cobra Saboteur looked like a ninja. That's why we was on him so hard.
That's why I love Firefly, because he looked like a ninja.
He looked like a ninja. Yeah, we was on. We said, oh, they got 2 ninjas.
Yeah, that's why I like Beachhead. That's why I fuck with Shockwave.
Yep.
That's why I like any character with a ninja mask in the 80s. Y'all don't understand. Like, ninjas were everything. So if it was a fucking ninja mask
and they ninja magic. And they ninja magic.
Rattler.
Because 85. I remember 85 85 had 85 had Bazooka and Alpine.
Yep.
And that's when you had the Crimson Guard and the Crimson Twins. Lady J came out. And my favorite character, I never forget the year that came out, was Shipwreck. I remember that came out 85 because that's when they did the cartoon. That was like the second. I think that was the second time. Yeah, bro. I'm trying. Listen, those ways are now. Anything after like 86, 87, it get kind of shaky for me. And the only reason I remember 87 is because Chuckles came out in that one, and my man Jamal Quinn, that was his favorite character. And you had the Battle Armor Cobra Commander, and then they dropped Crystal Ball in 87. We thought it was weird. He was like, damn, you had Dress Blues Gung Ho. He came out in 87.
87 was one of my favorite years. 88, 89, those are all great for me.
Yeah,
But Condor. 87 was phenomenal, bro. 86 was phenomenal. 85. I loved all them years, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But wave 1, but wave 1, 2, and 3, I remember those vividly because when I was a kid, I was blown away when we seen them in the store. We were like, yo, what are these? Yo, but we used to go over there every day just to look at them. Like even we had them wings. Let's just go look at them. Just go look at them.
All right.
Yeah, bro.
I ran with a devious crew back in the day.
Yeah, we not just looking at them.
We wasn't just
Nah,
looking at them.
Well, listen, I was too afraid to get beat up. I was too afraid of getting beat up by my mom back then.
Yeah.
I was too afraid. I had a scale in my head. I had to choose. You gonna take the ass whooping, or you just gonna look at him and go home and dream about getting him one day. I chose dream about getting him one day because I was not trying to face my mom and her wrath. I wasn't trying to do all that, man.
Yo, being latchkey kids, like man, being latchkey kids.
If your mom wasn't around, your people wasn't really around. We was doing whatever the fuck we want to do. But
I mean, in the house, but let me tell you something. Go outside, do something wrong, and then like the crazy part was in the neighborhood I lived in. Everybody knew each other. So like if somebody mom seen you doing something or whatever, they would beat you and take you home. You got another beating. You'd be like, I wasn't trying to get beat. I got beat once in my life. I got beat one time in my life. Listen, that's the type of person I got beat one time. I never get beat again.
Like my man said from the Goodfellas, sometimes you got to take a beating.
Take a beating. Everybody takes a beating sometimes.
That was us.
It's true. It's true. But see, me, once I got that beating, I wasn't getting another. I was like, all right, I'm good, fellas. Y'all go ahead. I'll wait here till you get back.
There you go.
I got the DVD too.
Back. Word up.
Yeah.
That's my favorite movie of all time right there.
Yo, we had a crew.
That and Gladiator.
Yo, we would rush this store called on Staten Island. We rushed a store called Smiling Sunnies on Forest Avenue up from West Brighton.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole crew of us from the projects, from both projects. And we rush in the Smiling Sunnies. We looking around, and the couple, to this day, I feel, they passed on, but it was just like these old people trying to man and try to watch all these kids.
Yeah,
man, we was doing some devious things.
Terrible.
But
dog. Now, but check this out, y'all. One thing they showed, but they didn't show, but we know what the fuck it is. There's a little piece of it right there. Y'all probably can't even tell what that looks like. If you're looking at your phone or something like that. But basically, it's the rear fender and tire of the All Striker. It's all white, so there's no paint apps to it yet. It's just a hint, and you have to be real savvy to kind of figure out what that is. And everyone has landed on and agrees that it's the All Striker.
Yeah. It's a little different.
It's definitely not identical to the original All Striker.
Because the grate is right here on the side instead of at the bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely not identical. Man. I wonder if I can. I got a close up of it, but yeah, it's like definitely like a modernized or like a.
So you're gonna get crankcase.
Adapted version, I guess.
You're gonna get crankcase with them.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's awesome.
Well, see, and for me, the All Strike, I think I told y'all this. I had the flag, I had the aircraft carrier, I had the Terradome, I had the Raven, the Night Raven. I had all the big vehicles. I had everything that G.I. Joe made. It was the only toys I fucked with. I really had all that shit as a kid. It was all I fucked with. And out of all that big shit, my favorite toys were the All Striker and the motorcycle.
Okay. Which one? Because
the green one, the old motorcycle.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the
Mirage was dope. But that
first one was cool later. Yeah, the silver one, that was cool later too. But for me, it was that original one and the All Striker. I don't know why. I think they rolled the best. They maneuvered the best. They were the funnest to play with. I don't know. They just had the best playability for some reason. And so I'm glad they're finally putting it out. They're finally giving us that joint. But
we need it.
I think it's the perfect thing for classified because it's small enough to make in that scale. Because that's and it probably could sell. It could sell for the same thing as the Vamp. I mean, it's the same. Yeah. Probably smaller.
Yeah, technically, yeah. It's less plastic, of course, because it's more of a doom buggy type of vehicle. off-roader. So
Exactly.
yeah. And you know, your gridiron guys will have a field day with modifications.
Oh Lord, they gonna go
gonna
nuts. Yeah, they gonna go bananas. They really are, because that's what I mean. Like, it's the perfect. I think it's the perfect vehicle for classified.
Yeah.
I've been surprised they hadn't done it yet, so I'm glad they're doing it. Okay, so that's already in there. I wonder why it didn't show up when I put it.
I think that's dope. They're doing it.
Yeah, definitely. I got the picture. Here's the picture of it. Okay, I couldn't find the goddamn thing. So here's the little picture, a little close up. You can kind of see better. Again, it's kind of foggy, but you got to look close. Look at the picture of the fender. It's the fender here. That's the fender, and then this is the wheel tread, the tire tread, of course. And then up here you see some roll bars. Then there's like a lattice, like right there and right there, a little grate. So it definitely gives all striker vibes, and so far the consensus online is that's what people are pretty much calling it. So
yeah, hey, that's cool. Yo, anything they offer in a vehicle format, everybody should accept, because you know, for a while there were no vehicles, so now you're getting them. You know,
so for that scale, there really wasn't many vehicles, especially like Marvel Legends. Yeah, any of the comic ones, you know, no toys that scale didn't have a lot of vehicles. And G.I. Joe was literally invented for vehicles. Like, that's why the figures are 375, because they wanted to make vehicles, and they couldn't make vehicles with the dolls that they originally mocked off Barbie.
The dolls were like,
dolls
were like what, 12 inches?
Yeah, they had the vehicles, the Action Man vehicles, and they were huge. They was just, remember, they had the oil embargo of 79 or 70.
Right.
So they couldn't make those figures that large anymore because of the oil, because it takes oil to
that too. That too, but I don't really buy that explanation, because you're making the fucking aircraft carrier, you're making pteradomes, you're making.
No, I'm saying the reason why they didn't keep up with the 12-inch Joes, they had to shrink them down.
Yeah,
you know
from what I understood, they shrunk them down was in order to make vehicles and play sets.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to remember too, you got a whole new generation. And remember, back then they called them dolls. They called them dolls, the 12 inch ones. And there was no way you could sell that to a new generation who the boys don't play with dolls. So you got to give them something they can play with. And remember, we had smaller. Remember, the Japanese had smaller figures, and that might have been kind of where they got the idea from.
George Lucas.
Like, listen,
don't forget Star Wars was out first.
Star Wars figures, Star Wars figures they revolutionized the way we made toys.
Because they said they wanted to make ships, they wanted to make vehicles, and that was the perfect size for the figures to make the vehicles. And they, you know, because I think it's on Netflix.
Star Wars did a lot.
The Toys That Made Us, one of these documentaries.
The Toys That Made Us.
Yeah,
watch the Toys That Made Us. Watch the Toys That Made Us. Yeah, you know. Yeah, we should have a watch party of that joint on here one night and watch the G.I. Joe section.
That'd be dope. Dope. Oh, that's Scorponok?
Yep. Or who is it? It's from Rise of the
that's
whatever the movie.
That's one of the no, it's not Scorponok. That's one of the
other one
that Unicron released. That's one of the
Double Punch.
I thought they did a new rendition of Scorponok. That's crazy.
That's Dark of the Moon Hatchet.
That's Hatchet.
Oh, nice. He looks dope.
Yeah, it looks to be small.
That's crazy. Whoa,
Galvatron. Hell yeah. Movie.
Devastating.
I'm fucking with anything from the movie.
Yeah.
I would definitely
it's closest to G1.
Yes, exactly.
They are G1. They are G1.
Exactly.
Those are G1. Devastator, Galvatron.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's tough.
Ooh. Oh, what's that? A Transformers N1 Starfighter. So a little combo.
Mandalorian?
Yeah, Mandalorian Transformers. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yep.
The mashup. Y'all see the turtle ones?
Oh wow, Naruto, and I don't
Oh, they
know.
bugging now, man. They on
Yeah,
some
they
dope.
were really
They dope
wild, and they
game.
going hard with the anime shit. That's dope though.
I seen the turtle van,
Oh
the
yeah,
that version. I think it was probably Mikey version, because they have all four of the turtle versions that turn into turtle vans.
right.
I seen a Mikey version. Now transformed into the
Transformer
vehicle
GI
mode.
Joe. Yeah, they had the Thunder Machine is the one I really want.
Yeah. But
They
I'm
got
just saying this is just
Transformers.
like for not where it could fit a GI Joe. This is just a regular turtle van turned into the robot of Mikey,
Oh, right,
and it looks cool in vehicle mode, but in bot mode
right.
it looks.
Yeah, I don't want. And if that's the case, then fuck that. Well, I
Yeah,
don't just buy the van.
yeah.
Yeah. Classified, man. Okay, here we go. Revenge of the Sith. Okay, great. Another fucking trooper with dude. I'm so sick of this shit.
That's the same. That's Rex. That's not Rex, right? Yeah, that's Commander.
It's a clone. It's a clone. They all got the same face. But that's
But
Cody. Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying by
Cody.
the markings, is that
That's
Cody
Cody.
or that's
Yeah,
Cody, right?
yes. It is Commander Cody.
It's cool. That ain't Rex. Because my kids love
Yeah,
Rex.
Rex is blue.
My kids
Rex is
love
blue.
for some reason. Rex is blue for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why. My children, especially my middle son, he's the biggest Star Wars fan. But they love Captain Rex. Don't know why.
All right.
Never figured
Well,
out.
I'll tell you why. Because he's
big
from the cartoons. He's from
Yes.
Rebels and
Rebels.
and Clone Wars and shit.
Clone Wars, yeah.
Yeah. I like the box art. That's cool that they're doing this. It reminds
That's a
me of
classic
the
packaging. That's classic. That's like 90s packaging.
reminds me of this.
Mm.
The 50th Lucasfilm, the what you call it, Mace Windu one. Reminds me of that. Because
Yeah.
it's got the rounded bubble, and it's got this one has some art on the plastic itself, which it looks like that does.
That's based off the 93 or 94 packaging of a classic set, I believe, or maybe much later. But I've seen that packaging at my comic shop.
But to be what the reason what I said that I'm sick of is it's just troopers. I'm just kidding. I mean, I know people love to collect the different troopers with the different paint, but like I saw the rabbit hole that could go down. So I'm like, nah, I'm not getting into the troopers. There's too many of them.
These guys, their helmets
is.
come off, so that's pretty cool. Even though it's the same figure, it comes from Jango Fett, but still,
Right. Oh, that's not a head. That's a helmet that comes off.
Yeah, the helmet comes off.
Oh, okay.
Just like the Jango Fett one.
Now, yeah, and this is the new skeleton crew thing. I don't know. It's not. I'm not a fan of it.
You know what? Star Wars.
It's not for me.
Listen, Star Wars needs to just give us what we want. Now, what they're going in a little kid direction. If it ain't a girl,
I don't mind them doing this.
Kids, give us what we want.
I don't mind them doing.
And that's what a lot of Star Wars fans are going to say. Just ain't for me. And that's what they've been saying.
I didn't know they had Pumas in Star Wars.
Right.
And backpacks.
Yeah, they got that. They got regular suburban neighborhoods with lawns and aliens walking around pushing lawnmowers. They got all that in space and in Star Wars in a galaxy far away a long, long time ago. They had that.
Kathleen Kennedy, whatever her name is. Kathleen Kennedy's
Karen Kennedy.
Yeah, whatever. Her bullshit ass.
Yeah,
I mean, and then they got this elephant trunk looking motherfucker.
You gotta get in line on that one, my fella.
Well, this one is based off the piano player, right?
Piano player, right. But every Disney alien is an animal head. Watch. Go back and look. All the Mandalorian aliens are fucking animal heads. All the new alien that they're doing in the new movies and shows are animal heads. It's Disney. It's Disney with their bullshit.
So they can sell those plush dolls.
Right.
Yeah.
Now this I was excited for. This guy's pretty cool looking. Pirate Captain Brutu. He's pretty cool looking. I don't think it's gonna be a cool show. For me, it's gonna be too childish, maybe, and maybe too Gen Z for me, but that's fine. I don't mind them doing it. But this is a cool looking figure. I will probably pass on because I don't know. But nah, I'm gonna probably get him. I'll probably get him. He's pretty badass.
It looks like a werewolf.
He's a wolf. He's a wolf. I like that. That's my favorite. So I love that he's a wolf and he's got like a cool, I don't know, outfit.
Oh, you know what he's based off of? Remember when Obi-Wan and Luke and them went into the bar?
Yeah.
And remember in the background they had a werewolf?
Oh yeah, that's right. They sure did.
He did. Yeah, they did.
But again, Disney, it's an animal head. That's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
All the aliens watch their animal heads. If you guys didn't notice this, go check it out. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, wow. And it pissed me off when I figured it out. And when I really noticed it was Mandalorian, when those blue bulldog head guys came in, I'm like, what? It's a Georgetown Hoya fucking on the head. Like, come on.
Right.
Okay, I gotta break out, guys. I'm gonna keep watching from
all right, bro.
From my phone or whatever. But I gotta break out.
Be safe. Before Christmas, man, we gotta get it. If I gotta come to you or we meet up, whatever. I know in November, bro. November they have a G.I. Joe meet in Cherry Hill, I believe.
Dope.
I'll meet you down there. I'll meet you down
there. Then we can, I can give you this, this stuff, whatever you need. You know what
Matter
I mean?
of fact, we might. I'll call you tomorrow. We'll work it out.
All right, cool. We get that done and out the way. That way you ain't got to have anything lingering over. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm definitely not. Definitely not. I just picked up a Zartan today. I'm going to show you man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now my comic book shop, they've been, I don't know. Somebody.
That's the color change Zartan?
Nah.
Is that the card back?
I haven't tried it.
Oh, it came in a box or a card back?
If he got silver pad,
it came like this.
Oh, it was loose. Okay.
Like
That's why. Let me see the silver. Is it silver pads on him?
Let me see.
I think that's the. I think that's the one, the first one they came out in the box.
Yeah, this is the first one they came out with in the box. Yeah, but I'll take one. I just need a Zartan. Now the only thing it didn't come with, he told me, he said, because I got it for
only
cheap.
one I got.
I said, why?
The only one I got.
I said, why does it come so cheap? He said, because there's these two little tiny things that go on his belt and his backpack.
The snake head
and a snake head. He said that's the only thing missing. He said, and he emailed me, and I went, So
where's the hood? You got the hood?
Said, yeah, I got everything. He said that's the only thing missing. The only thing was missing was that. He said for that reason, I'll sell it to you for $20. And I got $4 off.
That's a good price for a loose figure out of the pack, I would say.
So I got it for $16. I got Zartan without the monkey paw and the coat head.
Yeah, that's dope. He'll look good on the shelf.
See if I can go on eBay and get it. If I can, I can. If not, then whatever. I'll take it. But I gotta roll, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bro. Be safe.
All right, peace.
Be safe.
What is this Star Wars New Hope?
Wow.
They got Skeleton Crew. They got Star Wars A New Hope. I don't know if this is a remastering, if it's a new show based on it. I don't know. And then we got Empire Strikes Back. What's that about? Oh, I'm an asshole. Don't listen to me. All right. They're toys. I'm an idiot. It's vintage, okay? It's the vintage collection. These are the 3.75 size Star Wars figures, but they've got the detail and designs of any, 6-inch Black Series.
Yeah.
That's where I describe them.
I think that's where they need to take it now. I think the Black Series ran its course, and now they want play sets. They need play sets again.
A lot of Black Series collectors have gone to the vintage. I know a lot of like hardcore vintage collectors, and it's about the vehicles, also the great variety of different characters and stuff like that. And for me, it's about the detail and everything. And they look, like I said, they've got every bit of detail and accessory that a 6-inch figure would have, articulation and all. But it's the size of the retro figure, which they still sell. If you want the OG basic, look of the retro Star Wars figure, they're still putting out characters in that version, and then they're putting out the retro or the vintage collection, which I don't know why they're called vintage collection if they're the modern ones, but hey.
Yeah. They messed it up, and they had to stick with that skew definition, I believe.
Right. But you see, way more articulation and detail than your average 3.75 figure there.
Yeah.
They're really cool looking. I really dig them. Here's that guy, Cantina. Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Evazan.
Mm-hmm. And that's funny. That's a doctor.
Yeah, right. He's wanted on 12 systems.
Yeah.
Dr. Evazan. There's Luke. There's the Streets of Mos Eisley. Jawa looks really cool. He's got a lot of detail. And then you got Greedo. You got man, a bunch of fucking. There's the twin ladies. Yeah, all the characters from the fucking. There's the Wolf Man.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's little Mos Eisley Cantina out.
That's dope. That's dope, man. I think people should delve more into Star Wars. They would appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the vintage ones are great.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They remind me of like how G.I. Joe O-rings were versus Star Wars figures, because they were superior. Like when I was a little kid, I was like, man, I can't play with these Star Wars. All they did was this.
Yeah, the 5 points.
Right. And G.I. Joe, so this is like Star Wars' answer to the G.I. Joe design, but way late.
Star Wars came out with this in the beginning, bro. I don't think G.I. Joe would have lasted.
Well, I think it would have, but I think Star Wars would have lasted. It would have gone right there. It would have kept going neck and neck.
It would have been real crazy.
Because G.I. Joe destroyed it. It was done. After
it would have been a decision that had to be had every time you went to the toy store.
Yep. Do I need the new Star Wars or this G.I. Joe shit? For me, I would have stuck with G.I. Joe. That's just me. Like I said, I was a G.I. Joe fanatic. I don't know what it is put me onto it. It could have been my older cousin that I looked up to. Could have been a number of things. As a little, 3-year-old, whoever, but that's when I was put onto it. Like I remember kindergarten. I was probably kindergarten or first grade when the flag came out.
Okay.
I was a little kid. Yeah. I was like in first grade when the flag came out. So I'm a little kid playing with the flag. Was huge.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It was huge. I had to be 6 years old. What are you, first grade, 6 years old? So yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I probably would have been with Star Wars heavy, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because those movies
I was older. Yeah. Right. If I was older, I would have been more Star Wars than G.I. Joe. And I saw the movies as a little kid, but as a little kid, G.I. Joe just appealed to me more. As Star Wars was something that, as I probably got a little older, that I appreciated more. And I was like, oh, this is everything. And like that was when, I became, a super Star Wars fanatic. Still young, probably, I don't know, 10 or whatever, I was that then. But here's the Sabine.
Another Sabine
and a Howler. That's one thing that Star Wars is often criticized about, is that they redo characters a lot. My thing though is like there's not that many characters. Like it's not like G.I. Joe where there was hundreds of characters. There's Star Wars. You've got your movies and then you've got the 2 cartoons. That was it.
But Star Wars could fill it out by doing all their background characters too.
That's what they do. That's why you have Cantina characters that were just panned. You just saw like in a pan shot. They'll make a figure for that.
Yeah, and I think that's dope.
Yes, that's very dope. That's very dope.
Jabba the Hutt's palace, when he had all them other you got to do them all.
Yeah, and I had Jabba the Hutt too. When I was a little kid, I had Jabba the Hutt with his little. They had a little trapdoor thing and like a little thing he sat on, and then the band and shit like that. And I had all this little stuff. that my dad kept for years, and I think he lost it when he was moving at one point or something like that. He lost them. Oh man,
his pipe thing you would lose, and Salacious Crumb. Salacious
Right.
Crumb is so fucking small. I lost
Yeah.
that maybe a month later of having that set, man.
All right, here we go, y'all. Now
Yeah.
we into it now. Now this is my shit. Let me get this up here. Why won't it fucking load?
Yeah, that's Salacious Crumb, man. Shit.
Now we're talking Marvel Legends. This is Dragon Man.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with the character that much. I know he's a Fantastic Four guy. I don't know shit about it. I never read comics with him. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff. I know he's like a Fantastic Four character from back in the day, which Fantastic Four I never got into anyway. But detail wise, articulation on it, he's really dope. I think he's a HasLab. He's not a HasLab. He's not. He's like $200 or something like that.
He's a wild deluxe figure, man. He's
huge. He's like this big.
Yeah.
He's very big.
Some of you, thank you for coming and thank you for supporting. The response was so gigantic that the fire alarm went off.
Wow.
Yeah, he's bugged out.
He said the response was so crazy the fire alarm went off when they revealed Dragon Man at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But this is new, I think. Yeah, this is okay. So then they're talking X-Men 97.
Animation.
The line is expanding. I'm super excited about these new ones. All right, let's see. These are all the ones we've got already. Yeah. These are the ones we got already. I need Beast and Jubilee. They need to do those next. Those are the two we really need. Beast and Jubilee. But Beast, I don't have a Beast figure, and Beast is $100-some if you try to get him in the aftermarket, like the dope one. And
okay.
So, but this, y'all, if you missed,
what the fuck?
I already pre-ordered it.
The 97 version.
Yep.
It's the same size as the other one?
Not really. It's not as tall. It's only 22 inches. I think the other one's like 38 or some shit crazy. It's not as big.
It's still decent.
Still very decent, and I'm super happy because, like I said, I missed the first Sentinel, and this is not $300. I think it's like $120 or something like that. It's not that bad.
It's more comic accurate too.
Well, yeah, it's definitely accurate to the X-Men 97 cartoon. It's identical to the cartoon. And these are the 6-inch scale figures right here that you see all around him. So that's how it's big. It's pretty big.
It's pretty decent.
Everyone back home, and particularly,
I've got one that, well, I guess you can't see now, but it's about this big from X-Men 97.
Yo, to army build those would be crazy.
Hell yeah. Oh, never mind, dog. I'm not gonna take him down.
Nah. I know what you got there. I seen it.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
I got him stuck up there. But the thing about him is he's not he doesn't have no articulation.
Yeah.
He's just this. He's got 5 points, and this one is going to be fully articulated. That's why they're showing him all articulated. But there he is, size scale there. They're showing 54 centimeters, 22 inches. Yeah.
So he's almost 4 figures high.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, real dope.
That's not bad.
Not at all. It's a little bigger than I thought it was. I'm actually happy. I didn't know he was this big. I'm seeing this for the first time right now.
That's crazy.
Like I pre-ordered it, and I saw it said 22 inches, but in my head I'm thinking 22 inches, like thinking like 2 rulers, and I'm like, oh, that's only like that. But no, it's like that big. Yeah, it's like that big. Like it's decent, real decent size.
Hell
And
yeah.
for the money, I'm not mad about it. I think it costs more than Dragon Man, but the character I know, so already I'm happy.
Yeah,
He looks great. Got the finger blast. He's got 2 different faces. He's got a battle damage face. He's got a battle damage chest piece that you can put on. So you can have them all battle damage, which I definitely will. That's cool, having him in a battle scene with the dudes. And the blast effects look pretty cool. They've got a couple different colors and blasts on them. So
the length.
Yeah. And then, like you said, for those army builders out there, for those who got it, like I would love to have at least 2 or 3, bro. Oh man, that would be so peak.
Yeah, that looks treacherous right there.
Man,
yeah,
that would be phenomenal. Yeah, bro. I'd love to have at least 2 because two would be nice because you could have one battle damage. But hell yeah, I'd love to have 5.
Yeah, that 1980 fall off the truck prices too.
Word.
For real. How many family members ran into somebody who had something that fell off the truck?
You know what I mean? And they are flying through the air. Man, 174 bucks.
It's decent for one figure, but yo, you start army building them shit. That's a good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. As I'm saying, I ain't buying
rent payment right there, baby.
You know, 2, 3, 4 of these. That's rent.
Yeah.
Right. 174.99. I'll remind you that the HasLab Sentinel was $349.99 which was 4 years ago. So again, this is the HasLab.
Yeah, but how tall was it?
Pop Insider booth, and we want to see some returns.
Let me find out. It's the same height.
If it's the same height, that's even better.
I love it.
It'd be bad for everybody who got that modern version.
Yeah,
a lot of people switched out their X-Men figures for the 97 because of the better articulation and color.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. And they had ratchet problems with the Sentinels before. They had bad knees and shit. You know what I'm saying? The ratchet,
real loose knees and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's the same height as the other one, yo, they done fucked up bad.
Yeah, they fucked up bad too.
Yeah.
If it's the same height, let me find out. Hold on, let me check the description. Okay, you ain't gonna tell me, huh? Because you're an idiot. Hold on.
You can't go to Hasbro. They don't have it on Pulse anymore.
Hell no.
Just in their HasLab. Because sometimes they have it in the HasLab funded area. Like if you go into Marvel Legends and it'll show the past HasLabs.
I really want Galactus.
Galactus is crazy.
That is hard.
They need to they'll probably do a comic version of him. Real instead of the modern shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm in HasLab right now. HasLab.
You see it?
Hold on. I'm about to jump to it. I'm in the Ghostbusters. You know how I did it. Went crazy. Brands. Let's go into Marvel Legends.
When I go to HasLab, it shows the Ecto Fighter or the the Ghostbusters. When I click the HasLab tab.
Okay. I'm trying to go into let's see. Premium brand. All right. Oh shit. All right. They got so much shit.
Damn, I can't even look at the G.I. Joe HasLab.
Then each of their sections, I believe. Because they got this new the way you can go through the site and shit. It's really ridiculous. But yeah, they only show the Giant Man HasLab. Let's compare because they're supposed to have the same.
Well, it ain't hard just to do this.
Oh well, 24-inch tall is the Giant Man. So that means
Okay.
yeah.
Giant
So
Man is. What about
Giant
the
Man is
fucking Sentinel?
24-inch tall.
How tall is the Sentinel? Why can't we
Sentinel's
find
about
out?
the same. It has to be about the same.
Huh.
Yeah. Because if Giant Man is bigger than a Sentinel, then people got ripped off.
Yeah, they did.
At least have them both the same or something like that. Wow, that shit look crazy.
I would think people would have to tell, or they would have to list some condition, or list the details of the goddamn thing. You don't tell what the fuck you're selling on your fucking page, bro. Like, what's wrong with these people? Every other person puts the dimensions of what they're selling, everything, and this is a cookie cutter fucking thing. Where's the descriptions at? Wildin', man, wildin', bro. Let me just Google the HasLab. How tall is it? I'm about to
Yeah.
put the subject in a second, y'all. Don't even worry. How tall is it? I don't really care. We wildin'. 26 inches tall. Okay, that's
Oh, that's big. That's bigger than Giant Man.
that's way bigger, and it's definitely way bigger than the new one. So the new one's 22. This is 4 inches taller. So basically, almost like another figure taller. But man, now that I look at it, like it doesn't even look as cool to me as this new one. I don't know. I like the new one because it looks more like the OG shit.
Exactly. Even in the comic books, it looks, because it's not modernized, man. It looks like that vintage comic book feel. You know what I'm saying? Cartoon shit. That shit you can relate to.
Only thing I do, I mean, this is the Krakoa
Yeah.
Sentinel. So it's cool. Like I love Krakoa. I love that John Hickman shit that went on while it lasted, but that Bastion is dope. I also love that Bastion.
Yeah.
That Bastion is dope.
You can catch him. You can catch him for the Lolo on Macari.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, and you probably get him on here too. But nah, it's dope. But I'm not mad that. I mean, I like the new one. I do like the new one a lot.
It's dope. Even to get them and mix them up, that'd be something crazy.
Yeah.
But I will use the 26-inch tall one. I will use the master mold head and make a master
mold. Yeah, make a master mold. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So before we go, man, we're not even about to go, y'all. We getting into this Batman Absolute #1. This thing right here. This is the best story. This is the best Batman that I've read. It's definitely the best thing I think that Batman's done since the Pattinson movie. But comic wise, man, like this is up there. I ain't gonna jump on it too hard yet. I mean, it's too early to tell, but I really dug it. I really fucking dug it. There's a lot of great stuff about it. It does start off with DC All In special. It's like a one shot, which is like a two-sided comic. You read one side like that, yep, and then you flip it, and there's the new versions. It's the universe that the Dark Side has I don't know, brought into existence, or just discovered, or what. But that new universe, has this new Batman, this new Gotham, a new Superman, a new Wonder Woman. My bad, hold on. And he's got a new almost Spawn like symbiotic sort of alive cape, almost like that does shit. Very cool. Reminds me of that. His chest, I guess Bat logo is actually like an axe head.
Yeah.
Like that's how brutal this dude is. He's huge. He's a big brutal blue collar dude. And the thing about this Batman, he's not a billionaire. His family did not get shot in Crime Alley. He's got a whole new story basically, that we've not seen the like of. We've not seen this version of.
Yeah.
It's
Batman more with the Punisher attitude towards things, and
right.
you know, and
You have
yeah.
Alfred is out here running around as a commando, assassin, spy, James Bond like motherfucker. He's got a whole new role. Batman's rogues gallery, his villains are his homeboys in this one. It's crazy. It's a whole new. I mean, this is not your pops Batman. This is not the Batman of old. Now, and if there's one thing that this Batman Absolute makes abundantly clear from the very beginning, it's all the ways in which it's different from the mainline character. And shouldn't really come as a surprise given the lengths to which DC has gone over the past few months, emphasizing their Absolute universe's darker and grittier tone. And you've got Scott Snyder, who's become somewhat known with the various like metal, Dark Knight's metal, death metal universes that he's created. And while it can sometimes be easy to mock such the over the top indulgent style, Absolute Batman has such an earnestness to its brutality that you can't help but want to set aside your cynicism and immerse yourself in this new darker Gotham. And if you're one that finds that stuff cringe or whatever, that's cool for you, but this shit is hard. Scott Snyder takes an almost glee in subverting reader expectations, including multiple bait and switches based on established tropes of Batman comics. Right away in the story's opening, you get this narration of this grizzled man on a motorcycle returning to Gotham, and you've got this noir-esque narration about how far the city's fallen, and you really, it reminds me of Batman Year One, and you feel like it's Bruce talking. It's Bruce talking. Like, this is how you hear Bruce. He's talking. He's like, I barely recognize Gotham anymore. I'm not sure I like this new Gotham, but that's okay. And I don't think you're gonna like me much either. My name is Alfred Pennyworth. And so you think it's this dope Bruce, but it's not. And it's Alfred. Far from the loyal, sophisticated manservant that we've come to know. This is the contract mercenary, X whatever, James Bond. Yeah.
NYCC, one of them.
Exactly. And initially, it's almost an antagonistic role to Batman. He's not initially, he doesn't know Batman yet. This is not, like I said, this is not your typical Batman story. Bruce, he's got all his own twists and on his established formula, right? Including another introduction meant to trick the reader. The scene opens up with a built, a man built like how most people would expect Bruce Wayne to look, kind of, like a businessman, but like a more lean sort of look. In a training sequence that you would have also seen from like Batman Year One, and you see where Bruce kicks down a tree, but this man isn't Bruce Wayne either. The real Bruce Wayne is a mountain of muscle, a big hulking motherfucker that could make Bane look small. And not only that, but he seems to be that he's more personal acquaintances, if not friends, with about half of the people in his rogues gallery. A lot of their roles in this world are different too. They're not bad guys, but it's the same. It's Croc, Killer Croc, and shit like that. But they're not bad guys, and those are his homeboys. And so his new sort of working
survivors of Gotham.
Yes, and it's like this this sort of working class, blue collar, background that puts him closer to the city itself. And he's much more, and including the direct ways that he plays part in building the city. He actually, rather than simply owning the foundation, funding revitalization projects, he's the one laying the mortar. He's the one slinging block and actually building the houses. He's the one, taking on all these different positions in Gotham. He's delved and worked in the sewers. He knows it inside and out. He knows the skyscrapers. He's done like every position, every blue collar position that someone can have in Gotham. And so basically he knows Gotham right from the inside and out. He's more of a street level hero than Batman is, than the known Batman. He doesn't have his billionaire gadgets. He doesn't have a mansion to go back to, or a guy that's going to fix him up as soon as he gets hurt. But, enough about the heroes. You got villains. We've got Black Mask, simply known as Roman, and his party animal gang are played straighter than the rest of the story's twists and what it might lack in novelty, he more than makes up for his brutality. He's incredibly intimidating, mysterious, meant to be very terrifying, and the questions surrounding his motives and resources only make his actions that much more of a threat. And so he, as any good villain should, he works like an effective foil to the protagonist, and he's a good yin to the yang, if you will, and like when his gangs are out there just murdering people in mass, it justifies the ferocity that we see from Batman in response. So we get this super like brutal villain who's just like this just absolute psychopath, mass murdering people, and it like I said, it justifies when we see Batman coming out. Like, we typically don't see him come out, right? The ferocity, equal parts violent and absurd in a way that shouldn't work, but it does. Batman using his bat ears as knives and pulling a battle axe off his chest isn't something that you think is really, in reality physically. I mean, how heavy would a big ass axe head be on his chest? It wouldn't be. It would be very comfortable. Obviously, none of this bloody knives going back into sheaths. It doesn't really work, but it works. It fucking works. They make that shit looks dope. They definitely, like you said, man. I think you hit it on the head. It definitely has Punisher vibes. A big part of that is thanks to Nick Dragata's artwork.
Yeah,
phenomenal. He definitely gets both extremes of the comic's tone. Gives you the dark and foreboding atmosphere, and when the tensions run high, and he can also, expertly fill the page with, the excitement when it comes time for the action and all that stuff. And so the fight sequences are full of kinetic energy that put like a serious force behind every punch. He has these big tree trunk arms, and you feel that shit hit. And
it's like if Bane was Batman, basically. Bane was Batman. Like, fuck Bruce. Bane is Batman. He's just like, fuck it.
Yep. And basically. And there's there's I don't know. I just got done reading it. And as I mentioned earlier, it was dope. It's Scott Snyder, Nick Dragota,
and Martin.
And the launch of the Absolute Universe for DC Comics. So it's, and that's a world that was formed when Darkseid, a battle with Darkseid, and he's like infusing himself with with Spectre, and his energy, and makes this harsher, crueler DC universe in which it's just, it reminds me of Dark Knight's Metal or something like that, but on a less fantastical vibe and a more gritty street tone, a real tone.
Even the bat suit is harking back to the Metals with the spikes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's more tame. Yeah,
it's more tame.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it puts a dope twist on Batman if you're a Batman purist and you're just like, that's not my Batman, and yeah, okay, it's not your Batman. Don't look for it. And it's not the new Batman, calm down. Okay, they're not
Different
changing
world.
Batman. It's just for now. It's just this new version, and it's a lot of fun. It's really cool because it's different.
Yeah.
And a lot of people's criticism of Batman is that he's this rich, out of touch billionaire, very much of a hermit, very much a recluse, not in touch with the city, not in touch with the people.
Did we ever have this conversation, Reno, where I realized that Batman is not the protector that we think he is. He's mostly, like you say, he's disconnected from the people because he's been living his life of privilege despite
Right.
his traumas, and he protects the establishment more so than the people, because the criminals that came up, they were born into the establishment but they rebelled against it.
Right.
So Batman protects the establishment, because what are these criminals doing? They're robbing banks, jewelry heists, and stuff like that. So Batman is like the security guard for the rich and the privileged. Even going back to, let's say, the Court of Owls, because that the Court of Owls were like that. They protected the rich and privileged. So Batman was like an offshoot in a sense, if we delve deep into it. But this Batman here, bro,
Dog. And, yeah. Like I said, it's a fun, it's a brutal, it's a different take. And it kind of gives me like Elseworlds vibe, but it's not. It's just another universe. You know how it's another world. DC calls them worlds.
yeah.
And if the standard of Bruce's childhood is one of fear, absolute Batman is different. It's where he's already dealt with his trauma in the healthiest way possible, rather than having to fuel it with his bat psychosis, because this Batman didn't just grow up with a butler. So instead, this Batman is taking the very sane approach to someone determined to make change, as sane as someone wearing a bat suit could be, to deal with those, from above, in the helicopters, the yachts, the skyscrapers, the Bruce Waynes of old, rather than those running the gyms or the casinos or the brothels. And just like Jesus, this Batman lives with the criminals. He's down with the people, and because, there are much bigger threats, much
He
higher up.
understands the nuances why someone has to rob to eat.
Right.
Rather
And why,
than just
right.
go in and beat him up, not understanding that this person was
Why the real threats and the real problem are the rich people, the real criminals.
Yes, absolutely correct.
Yeah, exactly. And what is threatening Gotham is extreme suspicious populism, right? Like the kind that in England saw a mob set fire to a hotel or to a housing asylum seekers in Southport, because erroneous reports heightened by reactionary politicians and social media oligarchs and have stated that a Muslim asylum seeker had stabbed 2 young girls. It wasn't true. The arrested suspect, also a child, was Welsh Christian, but to quote Jerry Sadowitz, what's racism without ignorance? But since there have been further protests with similar aims and police crackdowns on these threats to life have been caricatured, I guess, as a threat of free speech. And so Gotham finds itself under assault from a crime spree, with police unable to help themselves, let alone others outfunded by other interests. And rather than anger as the motivating public factor, it's fear. And so fear is used to undermine the current social order, for the big cats to play their games against each other and come out on top. But
modern, it's a reflection of modern times that we live in now. Basically, this Batman is of our time. If he were to, would be our Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I said I dig it. It's not the Batman and shit, but it's a dope story that really works, and I dig, it feels modern, like you said, and more up to date. But there's just this cool tone to the way it's written and the way, like, the narration of this Alfred character, and they've got all these small panels, like all these tiny panels to give all the different, nuances.
And he didn't know Bruce Wayne. He kind of meets up with him in a weird way, and then they connect on a certain level because they both trying to achieve something similar, but they're going about it different ways.
Yeah. And first, Alfred's trying to figure out who this dude is, if he's a threat, or what, and
ally,
right?
Yeah,
man, there's some cool shit. I can't even show y'all everything, but there's this trying to find this. See if it's in the beginning. Nah, where was that? There was this story about a Muslim dude. I don't know, but there's Killer Croc, and you can sort of recognize. You see he's using his name and shit, and but he's not like a monster or anything. He's just a dude that like fucks with reptiles and shit. Black Skull, Black Mask. I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, the cape has like powers, I guess, not powers, but it functions. It does something. I don't know what makes it work or whatever, but he can turn it like into these like solid, like he made stilts out of it at one point. He made like a hook, like it made it very rigid and solid, made it like a hook that he grabbed the dude's neck and swung him around with it. Did all kinds of weird shit. Then he's got the bat ears that pop out as knives.
Yeah,
I can see that. And then the chest piece comes off and becomes an axe. Yeah. But nah, I mean, I can't emphasize enough how dope this story is, and this version of Batman is really cool. After reading the first issue, one thing is definitely clear, that Bruce has a serious violence problem. And I'm down, bro. I'm down for every brutal moment. It's dope. And no disrespect to the mainstream counterpart, Batman is all over that's my favorite, probably one of my favorite comic characters of all, like Batman and Wolverine. Like that's so.
Yeah, I got Batman and the Hulk.
Right. And so, but this is by far the coolest, most thrilling, like an intense version of Batman, of Bruce Wayne, that we've had in many, many years. And I'm hooked already. Can't wait for the next issue. Can't wait for this whole series. Like I'm actually not a fan of Superman comics or anything like that, but there's a absolute Superman that's coming out next that, based on this, I'm absolutely gonna at least give it a shot and see how dope it is, if it works or what. Because if it's as good as this, if it's anywhere near this one, it's definitely gonna be dope. The cape is the closest thing DC has to a symbiote. His cape has always, Batman's cape has always been pretty versatile, and he can use it to obscure him, or it's been bulletproof. Used it as a glider, all kinds of stuff, block enemies' vision and blend into the shadows, and now it seems to be the coolest thing that DC will get one of, or the closest that DC will get to the symbiote action. You know, the way it works and shit, the way he uses it as a weapon. It's like definitely one of the best things in his arsenal. It's usually how he gets down from the skyscrapers and high rises, and it's had a ton of other, you know, uses over the years. But as amazing as the cape is, it definitely is not as dope as what this new cape is all about. Is this new cape is definitely like a symbiote without, you know, with the amount of versatility. I mean, it definitely can form spikes. You know, it's definitely done a lot of cool shit, and it can react to whatever Bruce needs, and when he needs it, it seems to be like in tune with his mind. He uses it like a tendril. You know, he can use it to like grab people. Yeah, and like it's like an extension of his fist, or you know, he can use it for all kinds of, you know, weapon, you know, attack modes too, and toss bad guys with it, and it can harden and like I said, use it like Stilt used it to like step over some shit, and you can use it like a whip to like, I don't know,
kind of like nanobots in a way.
Yeah, something. We don't know. Yeah, and it can wrap all around him like a bat, like completely in a cocoon, like cover him up, you know, make him a bulletproof, you know, pod that you can, and then like have the spikes pop out and all that. But you know, we don't know yet. They haven't really explained yet what it's all about, how it works, you know, because remember, he's not a billionaire. He's got no money. It's not something that he bought or paid for or had Lucius Fox, you know, pull out of the arsenal. This is something he built or made, you know what I mean? Just like his axe head and the other shit that he uses, his knife ears, some shit he probably made in like a forge. And yeah, you know, one of the best traits of Batman is his ability to innovate, and innovation was definitely obviously made easier when he had the billions of dollars at his disposal. But now, even without that, he still managed to create the design that allows this new cape to function. It's incredibly effective, and Batman may not have, you know, an entire host of batarangs or different gadgets, you know, at his fingertips and all of that, but this cape alone is enough to make anybody, you know, a definite challenge. But you know, there's a lot more, you know, certainly where, you know, that we'll find out about the cape and different gadgets and things that he'll use and all that stuff. But man, this is definitely the coolest thing I've seen out of DC in a minute. Scott Snyder is at Comic-Con talking about it. There's a Batmobile that he reveals at Comic-Con.
All I gotta say, man, it's gonna be a good retelling, man, rehashing and seeing it from a different opposite spectrum as far as Batman's concerned, because we always know him as the guy who don't like guns.
Right.
You know, he's always saying save a life and stuff like that. Even with the criminals, you know, he don't like to use weaponry on the criminals. But in this Batman,
he breaking them off.
He breaking them something proper, something crazy.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and then the criminals is not as black and white as everybody see. They're the gray. Everything is in the gray area. Everything.
Right.
Which makes it a great story, because in real life, it's not so black and white. It's gray.
And he cut motherfuckers' hands off with the axe. He's not. He don't kill him, but he don't. But he's fucking them up. He's maiming them. Yeah, and leaving them down there.
If we go back to the original Batman series, I'm talking about way back, Bob Kane and
when he was killing people with the pistol.
No, not even with the pistol. He was branding people. So you remember from the movie, the Superman versus Batman movie, that was him branding criminals. Was originally back in the day. He did that. He branded them with the bat on their foreheads.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like, You know, I mean, even with the clean Batman, at some point he did some wild, bizarre stuff to the criminals that I make sure they know his name.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
this is the this is so there goes Alfred creeping around the he's like getting ready to confront this guy, this new Batman dude, and this dude Batman has stolen his gun.
Oh, Alfred looks like my dude. He looks like Crystal Ball.
Yeah, he does. And so Batman gets the shotgun from him, and he's like, Alfred's like, give me the gun, kid. You're no killer. And then Batman just wham, and then you see him just blow Alfred away, and you're like, what? And then you look over on the other page, and he done converted the gun into a non-lethal shit where it just threw all these little blades in his face, and just blew him down.
And Alfred just looking at him with the blades in his face, like, yo.
He said, where the hell is he going to land? Because Batman stole his motorcycle and drove off the edge of the building into the air like that. And Alfred's like, where the fuck is he going to land at? And yeah.
Crazy, for real. Yeah, that's a nice Batman.
Yeah, man, this shit is dope.
You know,
like I said, man,
with it.
Yeah.
McFarlane's gonna have it soon. Don't worry.
I can't wait for the McFarlane figures. Hell yeah, dog! I cannot wait for the McFarlane figures because that's gonna be dope. That's definitely a must-have for the Batman shelf.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's just starting out. If you haven't gotten into it yet, guys, it's just starting out. It's issue number 1. As far as
flying off the shelf, bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dog. We've got a little bit of a preview for issue 2.
Yeah, I got mine off of Whatnot.
Oh, word.
Yeah, because I've been checking my local comic shop and I've been looking. It's been gone. They haven't put it on the shelf. It's like, yo,
wow.
Oh yeah, we had it at one time. It's gone. I was like, so well ahead of time. I said, yo, let me just get this through Whatnot, and I got it. I was like, yo, I need it. And plus, it was,
I'm glad I got it. I had it on my pull list.
Yeah,
I'm glad I already had that shit on my pull list.
Yeah.
This is issue 2. Let me see what it says. It says Batman 2. Batman was born out of violence, a horrible tragedy that shaped the trajectory of his future. But when a vigilant MI6 agent, that's Alfred, he's the MI6 agent, starts tracking the lonely life of Bruce Wayne, he discovers the interconnectivity between a hero's shell life and the many layers of the Black Mask gang. The Batman versus Alfred Pennyworth. It's Batman versus Alfred Pennyworth. Sorry. And there's Alfred and Batman.
That's a wild cover right there, man. Truth be told, that's how Crystal Ball is gonna come. He's gonna come like that with that facial, with the beard and all that. That's how you gonna watch.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Before that little thing clicked in.
This is Batman. That's one of the Black Mask gangs. I was thinking it was Joker with the purple suit, but it's not. It's a Black Mask. We've got the Black Mask.
Joker's a part of the Black Mask gang.
That'd be dope. It says new friends, new enemies. Batman and Alfred have formed a tentative alliance, but the Black Mask has some new friends too, and they're coming to Gotham to wreak havoc. Plus, discover the dark secret that will rock Bruce to his core, making question anything.
I think it's the Joker. I think it's the Joker. So. He's part of the gang. Like that's one of the dude's underbosses and shit.
Hell yeah, I hope so.
Whoa.
Number 4. Yeah, number 4. It says Absolute Batman has established himself as an extremely large force to be reckoned with. But how did he get to this point? How did he push himself? And how did the tragic events of his childhood and so it's an origin issue. So issue 4 will be the origin issue. Guest artist Gabriel Hernandez Walter joined for this essential origin of the Batman. I don't know who that is. Gabriel Hernandez Walter.
Yeah, he got some good work, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he got some good work, man. His shit is some ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that him? Let me see.
Right there.
I mean, is this the art? No, this is Yasmin Prudy.
That you'll see his art right there. I think on the first one.
Yeah,
that shit cool. Right there is crazy. There you go.
Yeah.
Right
there. That's dope. Yeah, I need these covers, bro.
Yo, they're serious.
Crazy. That shit look like the Hulk.
Yeah, look at him. He just looked brooding, man. He's a brooding dude in this. Like they took what you call it, Miller's idea of that robust Batman.
Yeah.
You know, from the Dark Knight.
Yep.
And just maximize them on some real crazy stuff, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that Batman. I always like that Dark Knight's Batman. He's old, gristle war, weary and everything, and he just keeps going no matter what.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. It's a dope series. I can't wait to see where it goes, man. I hope it's not gonna be a short mini series or anything like that. But he is talking something. Snyder is at the Comic-Con talking about the plans for the let me see what he said here.
All in.
Yep.
So I think
there it is. It says
I
DC
think it might last long as the Dark Knight's Metal. And that and that lasted what, 2 years?
Couple years, yeah. Yep. It says DC's top talent gathered Friday at New York Comic-Con to discuss their plans for DC's All In. They discussed upcoming titles such as Jeremy Adams on Aquaman and Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum, Joshua Williamson on Superman, and Dan Mora, Mark Waid on Justice League Unlimited, Action Comics, Ram V's The New Gods, Al Ewing's Metamorpho, and The Elephant Man, JSA by Jeff Lemire. Wow. Those are some amazing writers. Al Ewing and Jeff Lemire are top peak ass writers. There you go. Discussing Al Ewing's upcoming Absolute Green Lantern. Hell yeah.
Yeah, the Green Lantern. Well, all the Justice
like Absolute Flash,
absolute treatment.
Yeah, that's Absolute Flash right there by Jeff Lemire. That's gonna be amazing. Jeff Lemire is an amazing writer, y'all.
I want to see what they do with Ja'on. Yeah, the Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, that's him right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be serious.
Yeah. Absolute Martian Manhunter, or just Absolute Martian Manhunter right there. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like that design though. What the fuck's up with that?
The art is it's based on the artist's art, because I think with the Absolute, it's kind of like them tinkering with new artists and styles.
Yeah.
Rather than just your normal, because who opened the door? What you call it? Opened the door for that? What's his name? You Scotty Young, and then the Japanese girl. They opened the door to a different interpretation of the art. You know what I mean? Whereas you had Alex Ross and them, they did their style, but it was still traditional. But Como or whatever her name is, Makomo or something, I forget her name.
Peach Momoko.
Yeah, I get it all messed up. But yeah, they give a more modern take, a more stylistic take on it, and I think they doing that with that Absolute world.
Right.
I think that's what that is.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree, definitely. And last but not least, y'all, before we wrap it up, man, shout out to my man in the chat right there, Mr. DC Comics, right there, for pointing out the new Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb, however you want to say it. They're back, y'all, for one of my favorite all-time Batman stories of all time. I think one of the best ever. That is the Hush story. And Jim Lee is my favorite comic book artist of all time. So loving it. Over 20 years now, it says Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb came together to bring us Batman Hush. Running from Batman 608, 619, the Hush storyline instantly became a huge hit with fans, a perennial bestseller. I think I got the hardcover. Yeah, I got the hardcover. It showed off some of Batman's most popular villains, as well as the brand new villain, Hush. Was a cool villain, aka Thomas Elliott, all beautifully drawn by Jim the Man Lee. Since that time, Lee has gone from artist to co-publisher to president and chief creative officer at DC Comics. The man is the CCO. But now returns to Batman with Jeff Loeb. What's more, to make a sequel to Hush, motherfucker. Like, dog. I mean, you know, I don't know what. I'm sure the reaction was insane. I would have loved to have been in the room when they walked out and revealed their shirts. Hush 2 Saturday at New York Comic Con. After jokingly mentioning that rumors you hear online are always right, Lee revealed that he and Lieb would be returning the Batman title starting March 25th with Batman number 158. Along with inker Scott Williams and colorist Alex Sinclair. They will be telling the next chapter of the Hush saga in a 6-issue story. It will be set in the present day and will affect modern continuity, just as the original Hush did decades ago. For details on the story, he only warned that they couldn't promise that everyone will make it out alive. Oh, man.
So Robin's going to die in this one?
Somebody going to die.
Catwoman? It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, man. I mean, Jim Lee, bro. Listen, that's my favorite. It's my favorite Jim Lee, man. He does the X-Men, he does Batman, and my favorite characters, Batman and Wolverine. Jim Lee did the best, in my opinion. Versions.
His art is definitely dope.
To me, it's the quintessential comic art. I think it's the quintessential superhero art. I think it's the best way to draw a superhero, in my opinion. That's just me.
Because it's not over exaggerated. It's actually anatomically correct the way he draws.
Yeah, it's pretty correct, and it just has like a really cool. I don't know, man. It just the perfect dimensions and everything, and it says that it has the initial story has 6 issues. Lee promised that the second 6-issue story will be coming later, and that would resolve the Hush saga once and for all. So there's actually going to be a Hush 3, y'all. So Hush 2 is going to be 6 issues, and then the ending will resolve the saga with Hush 3. And it says fans will be able to find a 4-page preview for the story in the pages of Justice League Unlimited, out now, November 27th. Oh, sorry, out November 27th. Sorry.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
look at that shirt though. Yeah.
Celebrating
push the shirt, the merch. Gotta push that merch, baby.
$37.
Shit, that's affordable.
Yeah, but it's probably a fucking Gildan shirt or some bullshit t-shirt. I want it to be
they got a licensed company. I forgot who holds the license for them.
Yeah,
but they got decent shirts. It ain't gonna be no Gildan shit.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's like the same people that do the they're part of the Iconics group. Same people that do the NBA shirts and shit. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, great running back. Yeah, I might have to cop that shirt. It got Batman on the cover. Let me see.
Yeah, it's a Jim Lee.
Yeah, I might have to cop that, bro.
Yeah, dog.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna be broke, man. That shit look crazy, son.
Yeah. I ain't got no Batman shirts.
Word. I mean, I can probably make it myself on some bootleg shit, but sometimes you just gotta not do that.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, I do it personally for myself because I could just take any art and make it into a shirt.
Right. That's what I do. That's how I made this.
Yeah.
I cut this shirt. This was off a shitty t-shirt. And I cut it out and stitched it onto this nice ass, high quality shirt. And
Nice.
so, boom.
There you go. That's all. That's what it is, man. Having ingenuity and get what you want out of it. Not everything is for sale.
Salute,
Sometimes
Mr. Clarence.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Welcome everybody.
But yeah, man, that's our show pretty much, y'all. We did the damn thing. Oh yeah,
one question my man dropped. He said, "Do you think they would do a film based on the absolute Batman?"
Man,
Angelo Bolanos.
do I think they will? No. Do I think it would be dope? Yes. Do I think there's a chance they could make an animated one? Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the brutality
but possibly. Yeah.
The
brutality, yeah, it's a little violent. But I don't. I mean, they make rated R cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, look at Kick Ass.
Yeah.
No.
And
they may drop it maybe 10 years from now.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we're good with the patents in Batman. Until then, it's brutal enough. It's dark enough.
Yeah.
And the storytelling is fabulous in it. So
yeah. It does. I was trying to see if there was anything about the Joker, man.
Yeah, they should do an absolute Joker.
Yes, exactly.
Where he's truly a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, like that's probably what it'll be because everybody's like damn near opposite.
Yeah.
But man, there's so many things DC Power we were gonna discuss, man. I know at this point it's old news, but the DCU has cast their Jon Stewart.
Okay.
We have been waiting for them to do that. Aaron Pierre is
okay.
Yeah, I don't know of really much that he's been in. He looks kind of familiar.
Aaron Pierre.
And I'm glad he's a sort of an unknown, or at least a very new face, because I don't want like a known guy.
Hold on, let's see. Aaron Pierre.
That's him right there.
Oh yeah, no, Aaron Pierre.
Okay.
What the fuck? What he was? He was in this.
What's he in? I'm trying to see.
Krypton.
Oh, he was in some DC shit.
Yeah, and there was this other Rebel Ridge. If you ever see Rebel Ridge, watch that movie.
Yeah, it says right here, Rebel Ridge. I think that's where I know him from.
Yeah, that was a hard ass movie. Like his
that's
cousin,
where I know him from.
He's trying to get his cousin out of jail.
Okay. Yeah.
He was riding his bike and he got stopped by the cops and they took his money because he was trying to bail his cousin out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then all hell broke loose. He was a military dude. And Don Johnson was in it. He was the sheriff of the town and stuff, and they were crooked. Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's decent. Yeah, this Rebel Ridge it's wild, man. It's a real good movie, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it was definitely good.
I liked it. So he's
I could see.
Stewart?
Yeah, I could see it.
I could see it.
I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. It's gonna be a dope show. It's an HBO show. Lanterns. I think it's gonna be good. It's based, or they said it's gonna be kind of like True Detective, that kind of show. I don't know how or what they mean by that. That could mean a fucking million things because True Detective is a very weird show.
But if you think about it,
but it's a buddy cop show that's kind of weird and abstract.
Yeah, but if you think about it, look at him. I mean, he kind of favors Will Smith in a slight way. I mean, the skin tone, of course, but that facial structure. So, which leads me to believe that, like I was always saying, even though they're saying it's based off the True Detective, they could also say MIB. since
Right.
they are galactic police.
Right.
MIB is, they're galactic police in a sense on Earth.
Yeah.
So it's like, I
Yeah, it
think
could.
it'd be dope. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looks like him, and even in that picture, like, okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Will Smith, real quick, they also announced at Comic-Con a new Karate Kid movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Come on.
with an Asian lead. So the Karate Kid is not like black, he's not white, he's Asian. Ralph Macchio is involved, Jackie Chan is involved. So it's like a furthering of Karate Kid. There we go.
Interesting.
Yeah, it could be. It says what Karate Kid Legends. It's called Karate Kid Legends. Footage details reveal Chan and Machio's meeting, Miyagi Easter egg, and lots of fighting. I saw the dude's name is Li Fong, I believe.
Li Fong. Okay.
Yes, and let me see.
Oh, there you go. In that. Oh, okay, yeah, because he was in not the original, but he was with Will Smith's son in that one. Okay.
So, well, they're saying that it says hold on, they did the new with the new trailer, it's been revealed how director Jonathan Entwistle and writer Rob Lear would bring together the corners of the franchise that initially had been considered separate continuities. The 2010 film Karate Kid was intended to start a new series. However, with attempts at a sequel, the 2010 movie, that's the Will Smith, Jaden Smith movie, fell apart. The sequel fell apart, and then now with the Cobra Kai show, renewed interest in the franchise. It says both senseis have been brought out of their element to teach a new generation. So basically, in the new movie, we're gonna see that Jackie Chan is not Mr. Miyagi, right? He was Mr. Han. So he's a Chinese man named Mr. Han. Right, China, Kung Fu, Mr. Han, different guy.
Yeah.
Miyagi, Okinawa, Japan, karate, different guy. So what they're gonna say is that this guy here and this guy here live in the same world.
Okay.
And why not?
It's karate and it's Kung Fu.
Yeah, we have the Cobra Kai thing going on. Cobra Kai is a real continuity. You have Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, that exists in a modern time setting. This took place in a now modern time setting. So the new movie will take place in a now modern time setting with these two continuities brought together to make a new Karate Kid universe that this new movie is going to be a part of. And here's the sort of poster for it. It's you see, it's got Han on one side, Jackie Chan on one side, Ralph Macchio, Daniel San on the other side, and then the new kid Li Fong in the middle. So it's got the Jackie Chan, Mr. Han we're gonna have, and then we're gonna have Ralph Macchio representing Mr. Miyagi's side. So where this new kid's gonna fit, and whether he's gonna be doing karate or kung fu or a new art that we haven't seen yet, which I hope they do, because I'm a martial artist and that's my thing. I want to see them delve into some new shit.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's wearing honestly, it looks like he's wearing a karate gi with a kung fu belt sash. So I don't. And maybe what I hope is that it's just going to be an MMA. He's going to be mixed martial arts. He's going to learn karate. He's going to learn kung fu. He's going to throw a little jiu-jitsu in there, and he's going to be an MMA guy. That would be Karate Kid for today, because we all know now with MMA has proven that these traditional martial arts do not work in a real fight. They just don't. They work in a real fight against someone else using that same style.
Yeah.
But they don't a karate fight against a wrestler. No.
Yeah, Bruce Lee proved that. He proved that straight up.
Yeah. And Bruce Lee is the godfather of MMA.
Yes,
because he's the guy that created Jeet Kune Do, and he created the fact that traditional martial arts on their own are ineffective in a real street fight. Because a real street fight starts everyone standing up, and 90% of the time they end up on the ground grappling. So at some point you have to learn all these different styles, because the fight can go anywhere, and if you're in close range, you need Muay Thai, you need elbows, you need knees, you need headbutts. If you're back, you want some distance, you want to keep it at a distance. You got boxing, you got, you know what I'm saying? Little Taekwondo, you got the legs out there. If you really want to go, if you're really fast with it. But inevitably you're going to end up grappling. So you need jujitsu, and you know, jujitsu's fine on its own. If you can have wrestling in there too, you're just even more well-rounded.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's
that's
what
when you get into the chokeholds. Yeah, the wrestling chokeholds. If you want to put somebody out, knock them out, or what have you, that way.
Yeah. And this says, while Li Fong, hold on, because they said his name. I think it's Li Fong. Karate Kid, da 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 da. While Lee's story brings them together, Daniel's arc seems clear. Wait a minute. Where'd they say his name? There, Lee, bullies, Mr. Miyagi. Da, 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 da. Okay, Russo brothers. During the Comic-Con, students in the yellow, blue uniforms. La Russo, Lee trains. Hold on, where is it at? Okay, here it is.
At New York Comic-Con.
I found it. I found it. Karate Kid Legends will star Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso and Jackie Chan as Mr. Han, while American-born Chinese star Ben Wang will play the new young martial artist Li Fong. During New York Comic-Con's Karate Kid Legends panel, Screen Rant was present. The audiences, blah, 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 blah. Rooftop of New York City. Memorial dedicated to Mr. Miyagi can be seen before cutting to Mr. Han introducing himself to Daniel, telling him, "I came looking for you." So what we're going to have in the trailer on the con, it shows Mr. Han, the Jackie Chan guy, comes from China to find Daniel's son. We don't know why. We don't know why yet. After giving a glimpse at Lee's life in New York, including struggles with bullies. So it's going to be a New York City. It's going to be a New York based show, movie. So the setting is New York City. Li Fong is running around New York getting bullied, just like Daniel's son got bullied, just like Jaden got bullied in China. And opening a new generation of students training in yellow and blue uniforms and atop a rooftop in New York City, a memorial dedicated. Okay, there it is. So Jackie Chan came looking for you, he says, including his struggles with bullies. Okay, so after giving a glimpse at Lee's fight in New York, including his struggles with bullies, the trailer showcased a section of fights from both competitions to a showdown in an alleyway. LaRusso, Daniel LaRusso, then states, "Two branches, one tree," as Lee trains with both senseis in the martial arts alongside preview of familiar headband to close out the preview. So basically they're saying that yes, it's going to be Daniel's son and Mr. Han co-teaching him the two branches from one tree, the two arts.
But
mixed martial arts.
Yeah, my concern with this, though, I mean, not really a concern, but an observation nonetheless, is they did this with Cobra Kai with Johnny and Daniel LaRusso.
Right.
Even though they're both karate, it was still a thing where you brought their senseis together. Even with Chosen coming in from Japan, you know what I'm saying? Trying to form a new generation.
Yeah, they brought John Kreese back and fucking what's his name and Terry Silver.
Yeah, so I'm wondering who's the antagonist in this movie that this kid has to defend himself, and you know, and even with bullies, they have to have a leader.
I think it's going to be a New York, probably a hip hop type situation, a gang.
Because remember, LaRusso, he's from New Jersey. He's from Newark, New Jersey. In story, so it's like,
but the movie took place in California.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
And then the Jaden one, the Jackie Chan one takes place in China.
Yeah,
and so this one's now going to be New York City. Obviously, you know, hip hop is definitely more of a global phenomenon that kind of is the basis for media right now, and so I could definitely see a New York hip hop thing going. Maybe Chinatown in New York. That's possible. Li Fong, he's Chinese.
Possible.
Yeah. And so New York City, Chinatown, maybe, or maybe he's just an American. It says he's American born, so maybe he's just an American dude that happens to have a Chinese heritage that just lives in regular New York and just happens to be of Chinese descent. We don't know. So we'll see, but if you're a fan of Karate Kid, I know in the Cobra Kai movie, the Jackie Chan universe has never crossed into it. They've never had any characters from the Jackie Chan, nothing like that. So the two franchises have never mixed. The Jackie Chan movie kind of just came and fizzled. It was just the one movie, that was it.
Yeah.
But it was very impactful. I liked it. You know, it was really good. Like I think it deserved to be a franchise, but who knows with Jaden? He started wearing dresses and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, and then at the same time, it's like, okay, people, the diehards, so to speak, that love, you know, Karate Kid series or what have you, they were like, how you gonna call it the Karate Kid if he's teaching them kung fu?
Right. Right.
Don't
Well, it was originally going to be called the Kung Fu Kid. That was actually what Will Smith and Jaden decided. Like that's what they came up with. That's what they wanted to
They should have did that.
Yeah. Well,
but to draw the tickets, they used Karate Kid, and people was like me, I was like, hold up. This is kung fu. Where's the karate? Like, really? Like,
nonsense. What are you gonna do? But damn dog, look at this shit.
Yeah, man.
Before we go, look at this. I don't have any McFarlane Superman figures. I do have like a Batman that kind of wears a sort of a Superman like esque sort of ish. No, I don't. I have no Superman figures at all. But this figure right here is the first one I think that looks really cool with the face that sculpt that doesn't look super either corny or weird.
That's Jim Lee's art, isn't it?
It's let's see, supposed to be gold label action figure from McFarlane Superman Action Comics. It doesn't say much about what it's from. It does resemble Jim Lee. It does definitely resemble a Jim Lee-ish face. But no release date yet, and it's supposedly a Walmart fucking exclusive. So hopefully they'll have one at my Walmart. I don't know. We'll see.
Got the wired cape, you see.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So now McFarlane's doing some new shit. The Mr. Terrific figure that he just put out has a cloth jacket. So we'll see how that looks when it comes. I'll show everybody. But yeah, y'all, that is our show. We'll check you guys out Wednesday, man. Everybody knows we do Wednesday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. We start our show, y'all, sometimes a little earlier, 6:30, but it's Wednesday and Saturday. DC, usually content, DC Power Hour on Saturday. Wednesday, we typically talk more Marvel and other stuff, but man, we always get it in with a little hip hop and chop it up. So, man, be safe and all of that good stuff. We'll see you guys then. Leave a comment if you're new to the channel, man. Welcome, and please hit that subscribe and notifications and all that good stuff. And Raw Talk, let them know where you can be found.
I can be found here on Saturdays. I'm on Instagram, Toy Collector Goon. Got some new stuff coming in store as far as apparel and stuff like that. But stay tuned. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Dope. We'll see y'all Wednesday, man. Be safe, one. Peace.